Hello, 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 entertainment daily lovers. Welcome, welcome back. I am late, I know, and I apologize. I had other stuff to do, so I had to first of all make sure that I sort that out so I will not be in a position where I'm like, oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I gotta go, gotta go. So yeah, that's why. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Interesting gist. Join me. As you're coming in, give the live stream a thumbs up. Okay. JD's camp members are fighting, and let me not be saying they're fighting. They have been fighting for eternity now. Okay, so if you're coming in, subscribe. Okay, subscription on YouTube is free. You ain't paying nothing. Yeah, hit that red subscribe button. Turn on your notification. Let's dissect and analyze together over here. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. All five persons in here with me, you are mostly welcome. Okay, so first of all, JD's camp members, they were plotting and doing the most. Okay, they were doing the most. But now, should I say now, or a while back, they started fighting among themselves. Nobody likes anybody. Nobody wants to hear the other person's name. And that has been going on for like ever. And those of us that have been watching all of them from the side, we are laughing. Okay. So join me. Let us laugh together. Okay. You know why I'm saying this? These people came out and they wanted the whole world to believe that Cora was such a terrible person. Cora is so mean. Cora did this. Cora did that. Justin Cora did the other one. Cora did not do what Cora. There is nothing these people did not say. And they started plotting against Cora and her family. They dragged them for like forever. Let me check to make sure that everything is okay. I'll sound and then we will continue. I'll share this and we'll continue. You're welcome, all seven of you. Please give the live stream a thumbs up and let's do this. Okay, so our sound is great. Now I have to share to my community and then we get right into the gist. While we are on this conversation, if you want your comment to stand out looking all cool and whatnot, super chat and super stickers are active to the right hand side of the chat. Okay, there you will see where it says post a comment. If you click on that, you will see the dollar sign and you can super chat and use your super sticker if you want to support this channel or at least give the live stream a thumbs up. Supporting the channel with super chat and super sticker is a way to help us give you better content, okay, and build the channel. So that being said, let's continue with our conversation. Okay, so like I was saying, sorry, I'm trying to set some stuff aside so I can get into this conversation. Let me take a good position because this gist is all right. So these women, total strangers that did not know Cora Obidi from Adams, people that did not know this woman from anywhere, they've never had an encounter or anything, decided to gang up with Cora Obidi's ex, Mr. JD, and they started their plotting. And they have been plotting for like forever. So today, if you look at the thumbnail right in front of you, you will see two women there. These two Caucasian women you see there as JD's top people. Okay, top. Okay, these women are among the first top 5 of JD's inner caucus members. So you know that this is not even a joke. One person there is Kim Baker, the one that is now putting Cora Obidi on a billboard, and we are supposed to celebrate and jump and fly and appreciate her. The other one is the one that kept screaming, Cora got it home, the mystery room, which is Zoe, aka Crystal, the one that is in court. Now, these two people, they've been at each other's neck. Like I said, these two are fighting. The other two black are fighting also. So you have the two whites fighting, not two blacks, the three blacks fighting also, and it's just a hot mess. Okay, then cross fighting also, black and white. Oh, coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so gladly. Although we had no money, but I was really I could be in my coat of many colors. We're doing coat of many colors. We're talking about people of all colors, shape, size, age, and name it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the like of Miriam, the Lady L, aka Madam Longmouth, they don't see eye to eye. Madam Very Brief Person, Lady F, in the United States, that one too does not see eye to eye with Miriam or Lady L in the UK. This Kim and Zoe don't see eye to eye. But the thing right now is that these two are going to court. And one thing you will notice if you're following them on social media is the fact that you would be able to testify that they've been talking about court case, court case, court, asking people for donation. But these are the same people that their master and them were screaming when Cora started with her GoFundMe to fight this man. But now that these women also have their own drama staring them in the face, they're also soliciting for funds right now so they can get their lawyers, they can get ready, and we're hearing that it's a criminal case. They're not spilling much, but from what they say, you will know that yes, it is going down. And some persons are like, oh, hey, yeah, when you look at their comments, these people are on this one's camp, the other set are on the other person's camp. And the question I want to ask here is, if you think or if you know, I don't even want to say think, I want to say no, because these women, from when they were dragging Cora and everybody that supported Cora or anybody that even said anything that sounded in their ears as if you were taking sides with Cora, they would drag the hell out of you. That makes one to believe that these people knew, they were fully convinced that this man was innocent and should be vindicated. He is yet to be vindicated in that his innocence that you people claim you know. But yet, there is fire on the mountain. All of y'all are now fighting. You people cannot even see eye to eye. So, how is that the right place? How is that the right thing? You know. So, how is that even the right thing to do? Because if you people were really looking at somebody that was really going through so much and you feel like, oh, okay, let us come in and let us help this person achieve the person's goal, which is XYZ, and you've not even achieved that goal, and all of you cannot even agree on one thing. You all cannot even see eye to eye. And now, among your camp, you're taking yourselves to court. How is that a good thing? Among your camp, you people are already calling CPS for the other person. This is serious. This is indeed serious. You know, Kim was live on YouTube the other day, and I think someone was, she was just chatting with her people, and someone asked her something relating to why she's no longer, talking about this Cora and JD situation, even though things are happening right now. And she actually said to the person that she knows that a lot of people are wondering why she's not so active the way she used to be, talk about it and whatnot. That she's not doing that because she herself, she's also preparing for uh her own court uh date. So she has to be careful what she says, what she does, and whatnot. So that's the reason why she's not, but she's sorting out things when it comes to that aspect. And if you understand what she was trying to say, because there's been a lot of questions concerning that part of this whole thing. But in her own words, that this is the main, this is what it is. Then if you go over to Facebook, to Zoe aka Crystal page on Facebook, you will notice also that this woman is over there doing her videos, chatting and whatnot, and talking about, like today she mentioned that she had paid a lawyer. She had paid a lawyer. She also asked for she also she also asked for support, people that want to support her with this lawyer fees or whatnot, that she can get them to, send her something. And I'm like, wow, wow, these are the same people that will mock Cora, that she's begging for stars online. These are the same people that will make jokes and says all sort of things. But now that they are being faced with court cases also, all of a sudden they now have a buy me coffee. They have all different type of apps that you can use, PayPal and name it, that you can use to support their court case, even though this is like one court case that we know about. But yet they're not planning to pay out of pocket, including the one that was championing Billboard and whatnot. All of them are now beggy also, because that's what they called Cora when she started with her GoFundMe. So I don't really understand these women. And for people that are still in this man's camp, my question is, what do you see? If this man was a truthful person, and this man was someone that was telling the truth, and this man was as innocent as he made himself look, his supporters will not be fighting to the extent where one has to take the other to court. And if care is not taking, more court cases we will see. And these court cases will get to an extent where it will also implicate him. That's one thing that this man does not understand. His job, according to his supporter, Lady L in the UK, said that man is a liar and he's a user, according to her. So it simply means that this man was just clearly using all of them. He wanted them to work and do things that will help favor him. And he would have had different stories for each and every one of them. Maybe he's even the main reason why they're all having issues, because he's probably telling this one, oh, this one said this about you, or this one does not like you, or this one, just to put confusion in their midst so they don't get to discuss anything. So they don't put their heads together. But every time they're together, everybody just says, I'm only here because of you. I'm only here because of you. Do you understand that type of thing? Manipulating the whole situation in a way where even though they don't like themselves, they still have to gather together and support him. But one thing that this man has failed to understand is the fact that when this whole thing will blow up to a level, you will see that they will start implicating him. And that time we will see what this man will have to say. Because it was his idea that they should have these groups. He was the one directing people to go and open groups and do whatnot. But the funniest part is the video that this woman, Zoe, did recently, where she was talking about defamation and she was advising people to file for defamation if somebody or anyone or people are dragging them, lying on them, and doing the most with their name on social media. And I sat back and I was thinking, wait a minute. the number one. Like, some people don't even understand the level of dragging that this woman did to Korah. The level of dragging that this woman have dragged this Korah for years. We're not talking about for 2 minutes, for 2 days, for 2 seconds. For years, this woman has been on Korah's case. She was dragging Korah right, left, center. There is no name this woman did not call Korah. If you just type in her name and type in Korah on Facebook, you will see things will pop up. And you can watch all those videos and listen to the nasty things that this woman was saying about a total stranger that she did not know. A total stranger that she has never met. A total stranger that has never done anything to her. Someone that has never offended you. But this woman had so much to say. And as for her own, it didn't even end in dragging Korah, because there are some of them in that their camp, like I told you people, or I always like to always say it so people understand. In that their camp, everybody have their duty. The same way that any other organization, where everybody have what they have to do so the organization will function properly. That's how JD and his minions are. And this woman and Lady L from the UK both of them are one of the top members. They are he's top bloggers that their job is just to bash and tarnish Koro Obidi's name, lie on her, just say ridiculous things, the meanest things you can think of. These two people. But this other woman even took it a step further. The way the other one in the UK is busy insulting Koro Obidi's father, disrespecting Koro Obidi's father. This other woman, her own is dragging Kora and then going as far as purchasing a sick gift and sending it directly to Kora's home. Details. Signal me, picking up on me, man, I can't do it. That's it. Signal me, Daxi. Signal me. Sorry for that distraction. So this woman bought a sick gift, sent it to Kora's home. And we all saw how Kora unboxed that gift and was very upset. This is how far this woman went. This woman that was busy screaming, Kora bought a home. She bought a 4-bedroom home. The mystery room. The mystery room. Oh, she's going to put a pole. Oh, she's going to bring this. Oh, she's going to do this. Oh, she's going to do that. There's nothing this woman did not do. But today, this woman is making a video that we're all going to listen to together. And you tell me what you think. Because people that are following this woman from this, let's say 2024, this year, would think that this woman is such a good and nice person. People would think that, oh, Zoe is such a fantastic woman. The way she spoke about this defamation, how she went somewhere and she met someone and the person spoke to her about how the person the person was being bullied when the person was in school until final year, and that's when the person got, when the bully stopped, and she asked the person what did the person do, and she started advising people to please sue people. And I'm like, oh, really? People should file for defamation when you're defamed. But you felt comfortable, sat down, you as an old woman with no teeth in her mouth, felt comfortable to be dragging a young woman that you did not know because you wanted to support a liar. You wanted to support someone that if he tells you good morning, you have to check your wristwatch to see if it's morning, because it can actually be night and he's telling you good morning. You decided you were going to support a manipulator. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over just as we always do. Which one? 7 hours ago, Miriam has posted. Every time I just open Facebook, I have to see one of these his minions and their nonsense. I'm just opening Facebook to go search for that one statement, pull up. I'm seeing, what is this one now that Miriam is posting 7 hours ago? Said JD versus KO, injustice and conscience driven, part one. Be here doing part nonsense series. Anyway, we will go first and listen to that, and probably we will come here to see if we can listen. Oh, she has already done two part ones, no, part two. She has part one, part two. Wahala. Wahala no dey finish for this life. Gongoni. Oh, so you have part one and part two that Miriam have done. But that's not what I want us to listen to now. So we will first of all go to find the video that we want to check out. And then we will be back to Miriam, and we will also go to Lady L's channel and pull up the nonsense that she posted, because that woman is constantly dragging Cora and Nancy for no reason. Two people that has never done anything to you. You've been dragging them forever. They are not responding to you. You are still busy dragging them. I don't understand. So let's try to get Zoe's page first. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, I want to find this particular stream. I hope she too, she's not the type that is deleting every single thing. I'm still trying to find a particular video, but let me tell you all why I'm laughing. Zoe was live 2 hours ago and she said, be nice. We all have the right to use Facebook. This is the person that has taunted another stranger that she does not know from Adams. But now she's telling other people to be nice, that everybody have the right. Did you think about this part when you made it your duty for 2 years plus to be dragging a total stranger that you did not know because the ex-husband asked you to do that? And you came out with that your mouth that is only 12 teeth that is inside, when other people are having 32, you have 12 or even less, to come and be talking nonsense. But that time you did not think that you were actually making the Facebook uncomfortable, even though you know that Cora has been on Facebook for so long and that's where she's most active on. That's where you decided to make your camp and continuously drag her for every single day for years. And now people should be nice. Omo, you go tire. Let me see. I hope she still has that particular video, because these people, they can do anything. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I found the one I want us to listen to. Hey, yeah. Sounds like cockroach. Let me know if you can hear. Are you guys? No, she's driving with a very terrible haircut. I don't know which kind of haircut be this. Who did this haircut? You need to arrest the person. Ah, wahala. We're waiting for her to speak. She's still setting up her filters, trying to position her camera and whatnot. Just wait. We'll analyze this video together. How are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah, how are you? How are you? How are you? Sound like who they smoke Igbo.
How are you? How are you? How are you? The day is beautiful, cool out, so we're actually getting done.
Seriously, this woman sound like someone that someone that something is wrong with her. Something is wrong with her upstairs. Seriously, that's exactly how she sounds. So no wonder she could just be on online one day, find two strangers that are fighting, and just look at the both of them and said, "Oh, whose side am I going to take? Okay, let me just jump on this person's camp." And that's exactly what she did. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, try to sing.
Talk with her.
So waiting for when she will start saying something reasonable.
Hamburger bun. So having hamburger. To get some hamburger
Yeah,
buns.
sorry, this might not be making sense, but she's always talking out of point. So yeah, let's just wait until when she will start saying the things that I want us to listen to and what I want us to hear. This is how you will know how wicked some people are.
Talked to my attorney today. We are preparing to move some things to the next level. How was you guys' weekend? Did you guys do anything fun and exciting?
Did you all hear that? That she spoke to her attorney today and they are planning to move things to the next level. People that were busy running their mouth. Mm-hmm.
Anything fun and exciting?
Yes, let's keep waiting. I think the way she was excited here on this live stream and the way y'all can hear her voice, I don't think as at this time she had been served. Maybe she had not been served yet. So she was excited when she did this particular video. So after we finish listening to this one, we will drop into her other one so we can see her mood there. Now that we know we spoke about it yesterday, that she's been served. Yeah.
She liking my hair. She did a good job on it. She did a good job. I like the undercut style.
Praise
I don't
yourself.
like the undercut style, but she did a good job. So what's new,
Let
guys?
me know
What
if y'all
is
can
new?
hear.
How the heck are you? So I talked to somebody today that
Hmm.
was bullied through college. Um,
So she's driving. That's why you hear a lot of noise.
I I don't know how we got on the subject. She talked to say she was bullied throughout college.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm tired. She graduated from college with honors, and she said it's crazy how it happened, but she's like the last few months of college, the bullying stopped. And I had asked her, I said, well, what did you do to get it to stop? And she
It's amazing that of all the people in this planet that should be having a big conversation with someone, it is the number one, the biggest bully in the planet is the one that is having a conversation with another stranger about bullying, or probably someone she knew, an acquaintance. I don't know. She just said she had a conversation with someone. But how can the biggest bully be talking to other people about bullying? Somebody just help explain that. How? Let's keep listening to this Wahala woman.
reported it many times to the police, which she said was no good. She reported it at the college. But the fact that she has this ability is what helped her get through this. And literally is what helped her with the reporting process.
Mm.
Because you can't bully somebody that's disabled. And that's why she was being bullied. She was made fun of.
Did she just say you can bully someone that is disabled? Did they in their camp not bully Kim after Kim started looking at the rest of them with one side eyes? Did Kim, not that Kim is not a liar, also, she's another one. But I'm saying, who is Zoe to talk about or to tell someone about, to even discuss bullying when she's the champion bully on this planet Earth? And talking about you can bully a disabled person. Didn't they bully Kim's child? Didn't they laugh and mock the child, according to Kim? These are women that she was in the same group with, women she worked with. All of them were working to help JD. But the moment she didn't do what they wanted her to do, they turned and started bullying and laughing at her own child, even calling CPS. And this is the person that is having a conversation and telling people you can't do this. This woman behaves like someone with multiple personalities. Like she doesn't. Anyway.
Because of her disability. So her and her family did what they had to do, and they got action. So remember, guys, when you're out there bullying somebody could even have a disability, and all they have to do is let various agencies know, and they're going to help them. So think about that before you start bullying somebody, okay? Think about that before.
Seriously. If you are following Zoe from 2024 or just 1 week or 1 month ago, or you just found her video a few days ago, and you watch this particular video and you hear all of this, you will not believe that this is the woman that Coral Biddy is taking to court. You will not believe that this is the woman that Coral Biddy is violating restraining order against. The way she's sounding on this video, you will also not want to believe when we tell you that this woman is the #1 bully. And she's been doing that to Cora forever. Her videos dragging Cora, it's all over social media. And yet she sits on this, the same blue app that she's been dragging somebody else and spill all of this nonsense that we're listening to now.
You start bullying somebody. And you want to act like, I'm just saying, I didn't do nothing. But the minute you bully somebody that has a disability, it becomes a whole different level. So, just a word of advice. I was actually glad to talk to this young lady about that because I had no clue. And she's like, yeah. She said someone reached out to her and told her who to call, who to contact. And so, guys, if you are disabled and people are making fun of you, people are bullying you, inbox me. I can tell you who to reach out to. Don't allow it. Nobody should be bullied. Don't allow it. Please don't allow it.
Can you imagine? Don't allow it. Nobody should. Cora, please go and file. Because this woman has done the most to you, and all the evidences are out there on Facebook. You should be filing defamation lawsuit against this woman. Not only this restraining order that you filed already, you have to include defamation and more. Because this woman has done the most when it comes to insulting, sending you things to your home. How did she even get your address? I don't even know. She has done the most. And she's out here advising other people to go and file stuff against people that are kind of being them online.
Don't allow it. Because I know me moving forward, I'm not allowing it. I'm not allowing anybody to take advantage of me no more. Anybody messages me for money, I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing anything. I am in control of my situation. I am in control of me. And you all should be in control of you, and you all should be in control of your own situation. So don't let anybody bully you. Don't let them talk you into anything. No, please don't.
Can you imagine?
Hey Zena, yes, Lori, it is bad.
Can you
Oh, I
imagine?
didn't know that's what you did, Lori. I had no clue.
Can you imagine what is coming out of
I mean,
this
that's
woman's
just like
mouth?
the same word.
And it's
Yeah,
not
that.
as if she had stopped. The only reason why you don't hear her talking so much about Cora is because she knows that Cora has taken her to court. If not, all these things that JD have been doing, Zoe would have been popping out videos back to back, back to back, back to back.
Just like making fun of kids that have whatever wrong with them. You don't do that. You don't do that. I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw a little girl that had, I think she had spina bifida. I know. I'm so tired. I think she had spina bifida, and there was another couple. They had their kids were probably maybe 15, 16,
Can
something,
you imagine?
14, I don't know. And they just kept staring at her. And it's like,
It's so funny how I really want us to listen to this whole thing so you can see how this woman goes from screaming, insulting Cora, treating Cora's little children so bad, and speaking to them in the way she spoke to them and treated them the way she treated them in their father's house. And now she's telling us a story of how, oh, she was in a grocery store, a special need child, how these children of 15, 16 years was staring at the child. She was so tempted to say a thing. One would think that this is an angel speaking. An angel on earth is speaking. Just
kids are
listen.
ignorant. And I wanted so much to say something. And I knew the girl felt uncomfortable. She kept walking around her mom, and she was maybe 12, 13. She kept grabbing a hold of her mom, like her shirt and stuff like that. I knew she was uncomfortable. And I watched her mom keep looking at these little bit older children. So I knew her mom knew what was going on. I don't think she wanted to try to make it known. I think she wanted to try to like brush it off that she was trying to protect her child. But don't ever be that much of an ass that you make fun of children that have disabilities. You stare at them because that's one I see often. We're out somewhere and I constantly see people staring at children with disabilities. Why? What is it all for? What does it matter?
Can you imagine? Can you really imagine that this is the same person that has done the most? Now, this example she's giving, she's talking about 15, 16. But did you all see how she spoke to those little children that are 4 years old children? How she treated her own friend. Because if you're fighting for JD and you're online all the time screaming on top of your lungs, then at least you should be nice to his children. But this woman was not even anything close to being nice to those children. But look how she's sounding like a saint. I think she's just doing all of this on purpose to put all these videos where she's sounding like a very nice person, and so people would think that, well, all her videos is not that bad. Sometimes she's speaking good, maybe she just made a mistake or whatnot. Huh. These people, they are all exactly like their master, manipulators.
I don't get people. I don't get
Can you imagine? I don't get people.
it is what it is. I guess it is what it is.
Huh, blah,
It
blah,
is
blah.
what it is.
This,
Is he according? Yes, guys. But if you are defamed, your name is defamed. You are slandered. I encourage each and every one of you. I encourage each and every one of you to file a defamation case.
do you hear her?
Don't let these people get away with it. I don't care who it is. File a defamation case. I don't care if It's your best friend. I don't care if it's your neighbor. File a defamation case. Stop.
Let that sink in. I don't care if it's your neighbor. I don't care if it's your best friend. File a defamation case. Uh-huh. So in other words, if JD says anything she does not like, she's filing defamation against JD. If it's anybody in that their WhatsApp group, she is filing a case. No wonder she and Kim are on their way to court. No wonder.
Allowing these people to take space in your mental health.
I can't wait for their court date to come and pass so the both of them will be able to talk about it. I really want to know who is suing who and what is the criminal case about, because that's what one of them said, that it's a criminal case. So what is the criminal case about? These two people that were in the same camp, they were all communicating together, plotting against Cora, doing the most behind the scene, coming online, dragging, insulting, hailing each other, sharing each other's videos, doing all of these things. Now they are sworn enemies that they're even going to court. All right.
Stop. Guys, I don't know if I shared. If you want to donate to my defamation case, it is still up. My Cash App and Venmo is still up. You're welcome to. Prayers are always welcome as well, and everything has been greatly appreciated. I actually just paid the attorney today a payment. But
these are people that laughed at Cora, calling Cora beggar, that she's always online begging for people to send her stars, stars, stars. Why don't you pay out of pocket for your defamation case? Why don't you pay out of pocket? Since you don't want to allow other people to live their life and live freely and do what they want to do, and allow people that wants to support them to support them. You people kept calling her a beggar, a beggar, a beggar. Your master kept calling her a scammer because nobody would send him stars. So seeing the type of stars and the number of stars that were sent to Cora made him so upset that he was able to convince all of you. But now, did you all hear this woman telling people to donate to her defamation case? Did anybody send you to be in a position where you will go and be defending or whatever?
there is so much defamation, slander going on this Blue app. You guys, if you guys keep allowing it, it's not going to stop. That's why you have to get to the point where I've had enough. Enough is enough. I'm going to do something about it.
Can you imagine?
It's very easy to do. Stop saying.
It is so funny how she is one of the top people on that. This the same Blue app that she's mentioning that is making it hot and horrible for people to just sit down and consume content from this Blue app. But yet she's the same person that is telling everybody or anyone that cares to listen that the Blue app people are busy defaming people and doing all of the things that she's speaking about are the things that she has done and she's still doing. But she wants to sound like other people are doing it and she just cannot deal anymore.
Oh, I'm just going to brush them under the rug. Stop brushing stuff under the rug. We have to stop brushing stuff under the rug. I was one of those people because you think it's going to go away and it doesn't go away. Guys, take action. Take action. I can't stress enough to you guys how you have to take action. If you are being defamed, your name is being defamed, you're being made fun of, you're being told lies about, take action. I'm telling you, please take action. Stop letting it go on. If you don't take action, it's going to continue. Remember that. If you don't take action, if you don't set an example, it's going to continue.
Yeah, and I hope that all of this that she's saying, KO will hear it and KO will go and file that defamation against her because she has done the most. Okay, she has defamed Cora for all these years. So I hope Cora files defamation case against this particular woman after she finished with the restraining order.
Why do you think I finally took action? Because I am done. I am totally done. I took action. Now it's time for you guys all to stand up and take action.
Can you imagine?
I'll be right back. I gotta run in here, get my tea. I'll be right back.
No wonder you not get it. You won't drink tea. You won't drink tea. Wahala.
Got my tea.
Ha! This life no balance. Oh.
Guys, remember yesterday I said to you I was going to do a fast? Fast. Anyone ever done a fruit fast?
Anyways, so this is a video that this woman did. The number one bully in the planet Earth. The number one, not number two, not number 10. But this is what she did. I can't wait for when this woman and JD will go head to head because they are so close. Okay, when you go to her page, you see post here 2023, 26 December 2023. JD posted, said, "Thanks, Zoe." It said, "Mama for Christmas presents." Okay, you even call it Thanks, Zoe, Mama, for Christmas present. Love it. And he took a photo, and you could see the Christmas present. There's something for the kids to play with there on the floor. So she's Mama. Okay, oh. Mama. Mama. Let me see. She just like to drive and make noise. The devil cannot chase you away from Facebook. Madam, go to court and answer your questions. Okay, so I want to go over to here. I want to put, let me see if I can find this other content. It is going down. Hey, fight in their own camp. JD's top supporters, top, not those visible ones that you don't know about. The top, those ones that chested the whole thing with their full chest, didn't care, didn't want to know. Yeah, I'm trying to find this.
Close it out and start a new one. I don't know what happened.
So this is Kim that is talking.
I was telling you that this morning I was loving on my big chocolate lab, and he stuck his fingernail. I've always known, Anne. I knew about all this. I knew about all this, but I'm surprised that he put it out there in his court papers. He had to have known the public was going to get a hold of that.
So this is Kim talking about.
Listen,
talking.
I
2 days ago.
From, abusive home, and it's my story to tell, and I never want anybody else to tell.
So do you notice how all these people from the camp, somehow this Kim Baker and Miriam, they know, like all the things that JD filed in this his bogus lawsuit, they already knew about it. That's why like these people worked for this. They piled up and told advised this man on how he's going to go about everything. So he just used the advice that they had given him before he had issues with them.
For me. So
Yep.
That's as much as I'm going to say about that whole situation. I never came out with it because it wasn't my story to tell. Regardless, I saw the patterns, I saw what was going on, and it's hard to keep on something like that. But it wasn't my story to tell. There's a lot of trauma involved in growing up and having that happen to you. So you can go one way or the other. You can either help people and I don't know. There's two ways you can go when you come out of a situation like that, and he's clearly on the other spectrum. I watched some of it, but I saw a comment Mr. Cora made. Hi, Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu.
One thing I noticed about these people is that all of them, they're just weird. All of these people in JD's camp are just weird people. When you listen to them talk, you can tell from few sentences they would just make. You can just tell that this is a weird one. This is a weird one, and that's something that is common. We just finished listening to Zoe, and now we're listening to Kim. You can tell that these people are just weird.
Asked is the question. Who asked? Babe. Good God, I can't. You guys, this is really sad that I'm going to have to go subscribers only because these people.
All of them, they are running when nobody's chasing them.
I'm okay, Terry. I'm okay.
Nobody's chasing them, and they are just running.
Hey, Miss Davis Bentley, hello.
When they were all against Kale, they did not notice that he was
so
spending.
I started talking about it live. It's too much, and as an American woman who's failed, don't speak for us all. Good morning, Tina.
It is just strange. It is really, really, really strange.
I went like this, and my hand was covered in blood, and I was like, "Well, shit." Damn.
Anyway, I can't. She started streaming a lot of late, so I can't find a particular one.
It's a stretch. Oh my gosh.
Where she said that. I'm trying to find that particular live stream.
I have to turn that filter off. I can't do it. I just can't bear that.
Let's see.
I've been told, and these were things that I never ever wanted to talk about, and he put them in those court papers, knowing that the public could get a hold of it. It's horrific. Horrific.
Well, all the while that you knew about those things.
Denise, I bet. It is hard. I've been sitting on all that for a year, and it's always right here in my mind. It's always right here in my mind.
You see?
So
I've been sitting on all of that for over a year. All these women, they know so much about this man that if they will come out and say the truth, the whole world will know the kind of person that JD is. But this one sat on it for over a year and came out to go and put the ex-wife on a billboard, and people are laughing, kiki, ha ha ha, say, let's forgive her and cut her a slack. Be there cutting slack. When you cut slack until your slack finish, you go rest.
I feel you guys. I feel you. I was a little bit so stressful.
One thing that
you went to sleep. Yeah, I know.
One thing that most of them have said is the fact that they know that he is a manipulator, he's a liar. A lot of the things he told them were not true and whatnot, and you still sat on a lot of things that you knew for one full year until now that he filed. And this thing is now out. People are finally, laid their hands on those court documents, and they're analyzing it, and the whole world, general public, is beginning to catch up on what this man filed and whatnot. That's the time that you want to come out and address it a little bit. The same thing Miriam did. I knew about these things. It didn't happen like this, happened like that. Y'all don't even know how you sound when you tell the general public that you knew about these things, but yet you people will be there defending him. and not doing what you're
Carolina, I
supposed
can
to do.
imagine. I literally been sitting on this for a year. That's what has disturbed me the most. And to see that he's making lies up about it all, that's something. That's something.
The lies he's making up now.
I don't watch that.
Look at Kim now explaining this thing. Somebody will not like, oh, she has repented, she's different, she's this, she's that. He's making up lies now. He's not making up the lies now. These were the lies that you and Miriam and the rest of those people that were involved in that case that had to do with CPS and how he can get full custody of the children. These are the things that you people advised him. He just didn't file immediately. He did anyway. He did. He's been filing. He just didn't get anything out of it. But the advice that you people have given him, those things that you people worked out together for him, he stored. The advices you people gave to him, he stored in his head. And now that he's no longer in good terms with you people, he still knows that he can still use those things because he believed that all the advice, the way you people spoke about it, said, oh, this will be damaging, this will cause this will cause that. And putting all of those things together actually resulted to where we are today with the filing. And yet you and Miriam are magically surprised.
I don't watch that madman. If I was living where he is, I would have given it a healthy slap, right, Doreen? He did make it out differently from what he told you, Meg, and from what he told me. And guys, do not believe a word that man says. Continue to support Cora. Continue to support those baby girls. Continue.
You're still sitting
this
on
man
evidence.
wants to destroy her. Everything, her reputation, her finances, her mothering, everything.
You knew about this thing, all these things. You sat on it for over a year. If you had informed them earlier on, because of course, Cora, they say don't respond to emails and all of that. Good for you people. So if you were able to somehow pass the message to somebody that she would listen to, she would have prepared herself knowing that this will come up someday, even if she would not know exactly when it will come. But no, you knew about it. The other ladies knew about it. Nobody said anything. And now he filed. Miriam is on Facebook screaming, seal those documents, seal those documents. This one is here screaming, support Cora, support Cora. If you people did not start this, we will not be here that will be screaming and telling people to support Cora. What you people cooked, now the food is ready and is being served.
I mean, he is a piece of work. Yes, it was very stressful. Cora is really going through it. She sure is, Laverne. She sure is. Could you imagine being Cora right now? I mean, it breaks my heart. Breaks my heart what she's going through. It's disturbing. This man is, I've always known that he is a disturbing human being.
It breaks your heart. It breaks your this world, the way people will be all dramatic and acting like they're so concerned about someone, they're so concerned about what is going with somebody, and some people are so easily swayed. I beg. Anyway.
He's showing his real, true colors to the world right now, okay? Everybody thought, oh, maybe there's a good side to him, this and that and that. Well, he's showing his true colors to the world now.
Look at her. Everybody thought. Who thought? Nobody. Only you people pretended that you thought that. But I know within myself that these women that are pretending now that, oh, we didn't know, he lied to us, he this, they saw it. They knew it. They knew he was a liar. They knew there was no truth to the story he was telling. But only them know deep down in their heart the main reason why they decided to stick it out with him. So that's the reason why even when some of them had a fallout with him, they did not reveal anything. And then now that he has filed, we're now seeing, I was shocked, I was surprised, I was this, he's revealing his true color. When he revealed his true color to you, why did you not say it 1 year ago? Why did you not come out earlier? Up until when you granted interview in 2024, you're still yet to send evidence to the person that you know will be needing evidence. Omo, get out of here, man.
Everybody can see what I've always seen all along. It disturbs me. Disturbs me what Cora's going through right now. Yes, Cora in that incident was a hero. He's evil in the first degree. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're 100, 1000% right, Meg. This man is...
Okay, so let's stop that. You can see that these people will always want to do things in a way that they will benefit from. This Kim just came into YouTube, from what you can see. I think I saw a channel that she had 300 and something. I think now she's around 600 or so. And her videos are beginning, her live stream, sorry, are beginning to pick up. This particular one that we're just listening to, she has about 1.1K view on it, so her videos are picking up. That's why this woman will keep sounding the way she's sounding, so that she will get more people on her side. And that's what all of them, they're doing. They are just there so they can milk out of the situation. That's why most of them inserted themselves into that man's life, gave him all the horrible advice that they could give him, and now they are fighting between themselves. I was trying to find the particular video because she's now doing so many videos. I cannot find that live stream where she spoke a little bit about her court case, and she talked about how it's a criminal case. She also asked for support the same way Zoe did ask for support. But it is really funny, It is really funny. It is really funny to see that these people give me a second, I'm trying to find something. Let me see. Okay, so it is it is really funny that these people are doing what. Let's go to, let's hear what old Mama Miriam is saying. Let's see. Now it's fight between them. We're waiting to see which of them from the camp is going to take Miriam or Madame Longmouth to court, since now it's Kim Baker versus Zoe Tundra. Let us see who else in their camp is going next. By the time they finish suing each other, they will not. Hello, Sheba. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. By the time they finish suing each other and there's no one else to sue, they will now all focus on their Dr. Sue, and they will now sue him. But we will all be here watching out how this is going to play out. Let's see how this Zoe versus Kim is going to go. Let's see how this case is going to go. We're hearing is a criminal case. Let us see how this plays out. When all of you were in that camp enjoying yourself, when all of you were in that camp smiling and plotting and planning on how to destroy KO, it was amazing. You people slept well at night. You slept with a giant smile on your face. How this whole thing has turned around and backfired, that the same people that you sat down, ate with, the same people you sat down and dined with, the same people that you all plotted together to destroy one person and were working in favor of the other, are now the same people that are taking you to court. You will go to court and you will stand and you will look at the person that took you to court, and you will remember those days, those nights, those mornings, those afternoons where you all will be together, conversating, plotting, digging, and trying to look for evidence where there's no evidence on things, twisting simple matter and twisting it to make it in a way that it will be damaging, doing things that will make the United States or something that will make them deport that woman, because that's the goal of the ex-husband. And all of you carried it on your head as if this woman has offended you people. How do you people feel right now, Zoe and Kim? How do you people feel right now that the two of you are going to court against each other? How do you people feel? Zoe's on Facebook screaming, nobody's going to chase us away from this blue app. People should be nice. People should be this. People should be that. But were you nice to Cora all these years? Were you nice to her? Did you think that, wait, since I was not in these people's marriage, let me not just go in too deep, even though this man is telling me all these things? Let me not go in too deep and just give your support and move on. But no, you people went in deep, but now it has backfired. Let's see the series that confused Madam MIA is doing now. Let's touch down on that before we round up. So let's go into Madam MIA because I pulled off Facebook and I saw that. So let's see. She's doing okay. Part 2. She posted part 2 6 hours ago. Part 1 she posted 7 hours ago. She said JD versus KO, injustice and conscience driven. Part 1. Let's see, because this one and Kim, they were the ones that were in charge of that case. So was she nice? Has she been nice? That's a very good question. She wants people to be nice because now the table is turning. The same spoon that she used to dish out, and I don't even think it is actually at the same level yet. But the same spoon that she used to dish out to Cora, they are being dishing out to her with same. They're using the same spoon to dish out to her, and now she does not like it. Now she's telling people to be calming down because nobody's going to chase her away from that blue app. She will be the one to chase herself away from the blue app because she is not a good person. Let's listen to this lady and we continue with our analysis. Let's see what Madam MIA, Madam, my youngest son is older than JD. Madam, I read ethics. I studied ethics and this and that and that. Madam Colette.
Is someone that
let me see. Is this from the beginning?
He has a lot of potential.
Wait, let's go.
Good morning,
okay.
Good afternoon, good evening, my friends.
This is Madam MIA talking.
Followers, I really thank you for your understanding during this period. And please, I do sincerely apologize if I haven't replied.
Look at how all of them are now sounding like saints in 2024. All of them, all of a sudden, the middle of 2024, the month of June, all of them are now sounding like true born again, like they have repented. They're now advisors.
All your messages, please bear with me. But with time, I'll be able to answer and to reply. Just bear with me. This topic is very important to me because there's a message that I receive.
She's always receiving. She's always receiving message since JD filed his thing. That's how when she came out and she addressed Kim, that she was challenging Kim. Now, if Kim dares her, she's going to post the private chat. Till now, Madam MIA didn't post it, but she's doing part 1, part 2 to part 100 of different topics. And on every series, she will tell us that somebody sent her something, somebody contacted her for something, somebody shared the interview that Kim did. There is always something going on with this woman. Welcome in, Ron M. Welcome. Thank you so very much. On which of the channels? Ron M said they have erased what they think is damaging videos. On what you mean on Zoe's channel or Kim or Madam MIA? They will try to erase it, but what they forget is the fact that when they put out those live streams and those videos, content creators that react, if you're a reactor, what you do is take the video and react to the way I'm reacting to it like now, or some people download the full video and put it on the side, then speak about it. So they combine their video and that video together. So if they like, let them erase everything that they think is damaging, but you can still find these videos if you do a proper search on Facebook. Any of the topic you want to find, concerning this whole thing, you will find it. They're still all available.
The lady has been around different bloggers, and the lady is a bit confused based on what she has been exposed to by visiting different bloggers. Look, bloggers, content creators, they will give you their own analysis or their own assumptions or whatever based on the way they reason, based on the way they evaluate things. Now, let me answer your
This woman always liked to sound like a very smart person. And if Madam MIA was a smart person, right from the first day she met Mr. JD, she would have told him to back down and back off his ex-wife. Because y'all were already divorced. The divorce has been finalized. You would have told him to back off. So stop sounding like you're smart. This woman.
On social media, a lot of people that knows this case and have been following this case from the beginning, they will tell you that I take Justin Dean as my son. Is someone that I believe he has a lot of potential, and he married a lady from where from the country where I was born, and which means, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you have to look at things in a more deeper way. I'm not the kind of person who is reactive. I take my time to have some form of evidence, whether it's court papers or whether it's statements or videos that I see as direct evidence from the person before I can take decision. Okay, and
Madam Advisor, Madam Advisor, this is just unbelievable.
From what you wrote in my message box, let me be frank with you, okay?
Let's hear this woman.
Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, no mortal. Let me go spiritual here.
Hey,
no mortal,
Madam Spiritual,
can ever,
highly spiritual,
ever
makes
me regret helping.
Mansa, Mansa, hey Mansa. This is highly spiritual. I'm singing in Ghana language, okay? Okay? Wahala. Master coming, highly spiritual, Madam Spiritual, Madam Oboni, Madam Curtis, Madam Grey Hair Swearer. Every time she's going spiritual. If you are this spiritual person, how did you not invoke this your spirituality in the beginning of this whole case before you went and contacted KO and she turned you down, and then you flew like a bird over to what is his name? Over to JD's camp because KO didn't have time for that BS. Why did you not say, oh, spirituality, I can see from afar that these two people are having issues. Oh yes, spirituality, reveal to me who is guilty, who is lying to the public. Then your spirituality will now expose between KO and JD who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. Madam MIA didn't do that. Now she's invoking spirituality again. Y'all remember when she was swearing for this JD, when she said she removed her white hair, her gray hair on her hair, and she sent it with the wind, and she did spoken words, and you know, let the spirit and whatever judge, even threatening JD with Oboni. that JD should not dare her, that she's not an ordinary woman, that her family members are Oboni members. She can do and undo. When she talks about spirituality, there is nothing Madam MIA did not do. After placing curse on this man, look at her now. She has started again with her spirituality. Let's listen to her. These people, their head no correct. All of them.
Which is this CFS case, okay? He won all those false allegations against him. And he won his license back.
You see how this woman can lie?
The allegations against
that he won against false allegations. Who laid allegation against Oga Dryhead? Who laid allegations against that man? These people, who dig the pit, go fall inside, jump and pass. Any pit where then dig for you, jump and pass Cora and her children. Abi na your ex-husband digamo, jump and pass. Abi na in camp people digamo, jump and pass. Any pit where then dig for you, jump and pass. The manipulation, the everything that they did that backfired, now they come out to claim that he won all his cases. He won all his cases. He didn't get the full custody of the children. He won all his cases.
Came about from all the videos that he posted on social media, on his page, with his children. And
exactly. This woman is so irrelevant. I don't even think her own family members or children or whatever this will go, grandchildren, whatever, even pays attention to this woman. This woman is so irrelevant. She feels so empty and dry and worthless that she has to do everything to appear as this very relevant and useful person. That's why she will go to any mouth, any extent to prove her worthiness to JD. She will brag. She will do the most.
Some evil people, all of them are women. They sent those videos to the social services, CPS department, making terrible allegations against them. Okay? Based on those videos. And it was all their own delusions. It was a wicked thing to do.
There is who now, madam? Who be the dear? It was their own delusion. It was their wicked. It was a wicked thing to do. They are there. Who are the dear? I beg, madam, smell out of here.
Okay. And the other injustice is this woman, led by the most vicious human being on earth in 2022, mobilize these riffraffs to again send false information to his chiropractor board, making false allegation against him, pretending to be his ex-clients, his ex-patients, even though he never knew this woman before. He's never met this woman before. They put so many false, terrible allegations.
Can you imagine? Do you see how shameless this woman is? That they made false allegation. Women he's never met, women he's never seen, yada yada yada. Did JD not admit to all of us hearing? Abi, do I have to go and pull up that, find out my live stream by myself again now and post it to my community so you listen to it and listen and hear it with your own ears? Where that blogger contacted him and both of them on the phone, where he even said with his own mouth, that I have done a lot of things I cannot remember. Is it work related? And he started asking the woman. The woman said, I cannot tell you more than what I've told you, because if I do, you're going to know. But it is bad. He asked, was it nude? Was it sexting? Was it he wanted to know if he had not done anything, if he was not guilty for anything? Is that the type of question you ask when somebody tell you that, look, I'm a blogger and some people contacted me and said this you've done, and they sent me proof? If you're innocent, what is your response? You will just start laughing and you're like, oh my goodness, that's not even possible, because that cannot happen. That's not the type of thing that I would do. I've never done something like that in my life before. I'm not planning to do something like that in my life. So tell them to publicate anything they want to publicate, because you're fully sure that you will be vindicated after they publish whatever they want to publish, because you know you're not guilty of anything. But this one was asking which of the evidence. And when he kept asking, is it relating to my work? That was the most important thing for him. And when she said, no, it does not have anything to do with your work, you can see him have a sigh of relief. And he was like, oh, I've done a lot. I don't remember. And see Miriam now. See Miriam sitting down here with her full chest 7 hours ago, lying to her. I cannot talk that you want to talk. Lying to her head. Old people that will not respect themselves will not get respect from anybody. How can you come out and lie that they framed him?
The chiropractor.
The chiropractor. So, all the ethics that you study, they not teach you how to pronounce that word, chiropractor. If you call him Cairo.
I have to decide based on the evidence before me. Go with my patient. My patient is
exactly, Ron M. You even remember. They think that people forget, seriously. They think that all these things that they will post and do their mess and the thing will leak and it will be online and somebody will listen to something like that and not remember what was said in that conversation. How can this woman come out and tell us that they framed this man when the man admitted with his own mouth? And this is the same thing that happened. This is the same thing that happens in the case of Zoe, where JD came out and lied that Zoe didn't have any criminal record. But when Zoe saw that they've already posted the what is it called? They've already posted her criminal record from the state of Pennsylvania. What was the thing Zoe said in her next video? She said, so what? Big deal, big deal. I see all of you acting like you're saints. I see all of you acting like you don't have misdemeanor. She only, out of all those things that was on that, she picked just misdemeanor to admit to that's the only thing that she's guilty of. That's the only thing that her encounter with the law was about misdemeanor. But even though you could see that when category in that document said it was criminal, she said it was only misdemeanor. But even at that point that Zoe was on her page, even at that point where Zoe was on her page admitting that she was guilty of something, this man was still there telling us that this woman is not guilty of anything. Seriously. Let's continue listening to
using my own conscience.
What conscience?
My patient is praying for directions, and if God wants me to help somebody in need, no mortal can stop me, and that is who I am. And I did a good defense for him to his chiropractor board, and I didn't do it alone. There's some incredible women, including some bloggers, who got some critical information that we use as addendum, okay, in order to clear his name. So sometimes you have to look at everything deep, study a case. I'm not saying you shouldn't choose side with KO, but let me tell you something. Nobody on earth or dead or living, any mortal living, can make somebody like me forget what I saw in 2022 on social media. I saw it. I saw them. I have the videos, evidences. to be this, they got away with a lot. But that is up to their conscience. Because one thing I know is that you cannot blame one person for anything bad that happens in your life. When the same KO in a book that I bought with my own money says a lot about our childhood, about from the age of 10, a lot of men throughout their teenage years, rapping up.
This this woman has no shame, oh, you guys. This woman has no shame.
I can't say the word on this video, but you know what I mean. But these men are walking free. The 85-year-old man that asked her to lick is, you know, the owner.
Do you see the part that this woman wants to talk about? Tell me, she wrote it. She is still a very strong woman. Cora is still a very bold woman. She wrote all her things. This nonsense that this woman is trying to talk now and trying to sugarcoat it, it is in her book. She wrote it by herself. If she refused to tell that story, you wouldn't know about it. You wouldn't know about it. But you are here telling us that nobody is going to make you feel bad that you supported JD, but at the same time, you're trying to belittle. You're trying to twist the ex-wife's words, things that she wrote by herself. 85 years old man talking about lick my nyash. She wrote it by herself. He's here talking about the 85 years old man is still walking free. What, was the man supposed to be in jail from what she explained in her book? Or you're reading the book upside down? This is what they do. This is how you know. Look, this shameless person that JD called a scammer. This shameless woman that JD said, stay away from me. Look the rubbish she's saying now. Nobody's saying don't support who you want to support. That's the thing, the point people don't get. Support whomever you want to support. But in the process of you supporting someone, say the truth. Say it the way it is. When Cora missed her first court date, I came here and I dragged her. And people were like, cut her slack. I said, get out of here with cut her slack. So if you're a person that you cannot, because you think that I'm not supporting anybody, I'm not anybody's fan. I'm not even a fan of any celebrity or anybody. My job is to see what is wrong, see something that is worthy of discussing, and I would discuss it. So if Cora messes up tomorrow, I will be here dragging her. But these non-entities are not saying. You want to tell us that we cannot, nobody's telling you anything. Who's got your time to tell you something? You ain't that relevant. Smell out of here, man. What is this? The 85 years old man is walking free. Did he kidnap her? Your own is lying. He did the things he's lying about it. At least her life story, she did it. She did the things that she did. She wrote them down. These people want to twist what this woman wrote. She did not write in that book that when the 85 years old man said, lick my nyash, that she licked the nyash. That's not how Cora wrote it. Cora said the man wanted a royal person to do something like that to him, but it didn't happen. You're talking about the man is still, was it by force? Did the man hold her at gunpoint? You want to twist the word to make it look like, yes, she been the lick nyash. If we go check you too, you the lick nyash, oh. And maybe you don't even lick just the nyash finish. They talk rubbish.
Probably is unlived, but his family are still there.
It pisses me off when people try to twist something. If you're going to tell a story, you're going to tell something happening, say the bravo. Go put it in the fridge. Okay, good. So if you're going to tell a story, say the way it is. Do not sugarcoat it. Do not try to twist it to favor. Let me be putting the comments in the screen so we can read it all together. Do not try to sugarcoat it or try to twist it. Please, if you're just coming in, give the live stream a thumbs up. Thank you so very much for joining us. If you've not subscribed, subscribe also. The goal is to hit 3K. Okay, please, let's go. We can do this. Subscribe. Let's hit 3K this month of June, before the end of June. Let's try to hit 3K. Thank you so very much. That's the goal. All right. So we're discussing about JD's camp members and how they're turning against each other, how they are now suing each other and whatnot. So yeah, that's what we started with at the beginning, and then we're talking about MIA, the one that gathered most of those evidences that you people see in this his bogus recent filing. That's the woman's voice you hear. So now this whole makes it look like this was all made up. God, oh, seriously, Shiba. Shiba said, so why were you helping JD put all the blame on Cora alone when you just say not only one person should be blamed? She doesn't even understand what she's saying. She cannot even understand. She can't hear herself, let alone understand herself. That's what I noticed. Ron M said, how can you support a person that talked about her like that? Talked about her, yes, you did, and I also said that Cora missed that case and JD was going to get bold after that. Absolutely, and he did. Did he not? Did he not? He did. But when she went back and refiled, were those of us that were really upset that Cora missed the court date, were we not all proven right? That after Cora went back and refiled that thing, look at how all of them, they are now running helter-skelter. All of a sudden, everybody don't want to talk anymore. All of a sudden, he wants to focus on educational content. All of a sudden, he wants to file that bogus thing to try to distract people because he's shivering wherever he is. Him, Zoe, and the rest of them in their camp, because they know that their days are numbered. Karma is going to start hitting all of them one by one. This Haggard and Halus is out here making a fool out of herself, thinking that she's done something. Talking about, you're trying to explain his case. What does that have to do with what Cora wrote in her book? Are you kidding me right now?
And nobody is talking about this.
You see, it is paining her that nobody's about. Did we not analyze that Cora's book? Did we not analyze Cora's book? But we cannot give all. We cannot come and review her page. Abi, read that thing from beginning to the end. If we read it to the whole general public, who's going to buy it? We just have to give you a little bit. You know how they used to do thriller in a movie? You're like, ta-na. So you can go and watch the movie when the movie is out in the cinema or wherever they're distributing it. You have to go see it or get a copy when they used to use CDs, and in those days, you in VHS when they used to rent movies and whatnot. Whichever way you go get it. But from the way to be advertised and shown, you're like, yo, this is something I want to see. So people came out and reviewed Cora's book that way, letting people know that, look, there's a lot. If you want to know about this whole thing, you want to know about Cora or whatnot, she didn't need to include a lot of the things that she included, but she was trying, in my opinion, she was trying to be as transparent, as open as possible. And we've seen that play out all the time, including her most recent interview that even in my own mind, I feel like she overspoke on that podcast. But that's her kind of person, that she talks about everything, and then she will not say, yo, even I think it was said that I didn't see that post, but yeah, it was said that on Instagram she even posted something like that, said, oh, oops, it seemed like I overspoke. Like, yeah, but that's her. She wrote about it with her full chest, and you're going to use that to try to insult the person. Have you got any sense at all? Have you got brains in your head? This woman, if they pain you, say they not talk about the matter, you go fly, yo. Now wish you be bombo clat. Get out of here, man.
Own father. She wrote it in a book that her own father beat her up. Even though she was.
Look at Miriam that is talking. This first adult died. So if other people talk about beat up, Madam Miriam also wants to talk about beating. With the time, I can tell you for free, okay, for free, that the time that this Miriam was actually born, you will not believe some of the things that its parents are capable of. Because we're now living in a world where everything is like, we see how the world is now with the people that beat, they behave. People that not beat, look how they turn out. Now is that a new thing for a person that is a Nigerian or an African? If it's people from other continents that's speaking about their own, we can say, okay, well, that's your way of doing it. Well, you as a Nigerian person and an African person, you want to, she said her father, is she the first? Is she the last? Is she the only one? Even Miriam's father beat Miriam and every one of the siblings, if she has siblings, and probably even beat her mother too. So don't we see things like that happening every day? So what? Her father beat her, so she now had mental issues, and then where are you going with that story? The same Miriam that came out and told us that her father wanted her to study law, and then they sent her to go. She went to abroad, and then she went to wherever she went. Luku of the highest degree.
On the floor, her own father didn't stop beating her up. Her own father treated her like an armed robber, beating her up as if she's an armed robber. She put it in a book. So,
isn't that this woman no get sense? So, and for the benefit of those people, that I'm going to explain this for the benefit of those people that are of different culture from, or you don't know anything about the African culture. The way Cora dresses, that is something that will make a parent to beat you up in those days. In those days, because that's not what the man wanted. I will just be specific now to Nigeria. As you are born, every member of the family, nobody is bargaining with you. You must go to school, mostly if the fund is available. If your parents have made up their mind that they were going to hustle, if they have the job, they're doing their job. If the ones that will hustle do their farm work or go to fishing or through any other hustle that they are doing to make sure that they sponsor their children. You as the child, you're not going to come and tell them that you will not go to school. Oh, that is not happening. And in those days, some family even would choose as they give birth to the children. Give me a second. What is that now? As they give you they go. What is this now? Man? Yo, give me a second. Something is happening here. Ouch. Okay. Okay. So as they give birth to the children, if they have 5, they've already chosen what you people will study from when you're little, from when you don't know anything. They are pointing to, oh, this one is my doctor when they grow up. This one is my lawyer. This one is my engineer. This one is my captain. This one is my... They've chosen everything, and once you're of age, you start your primary school and something. It doesn't matter if you're good in sciences or arts. You will read that thing until you will know it. Do you understand? You will sit down, you will study until you will know that subject, and you will be so good at that subject that you will go and write the exams, and you will pass all the exams, and you will go into the university and study to be that thing that they chose for you. That's how we used to. So I don't even understand why this Miriam that opened her mouth to tell us that her father wanted her to be a lawyer, and that's why they sent her away from Nigeria early to go study abroad. No wonder she ended up with ethics, because her brain could not handle. She probably had a fish brain, so she could not study to become a lawyer. You check out most families. Y'all used to, Oyoyo used to be on my live stream. Sometimes she's not here today. But Oyoyo's lost her father. And sorry that I have to give this example, because Oyoyo is not even here for me to take her permission. But in order to explain for you, Oyoyo lost her father early, but her mother single-handedly raised all of them. And all of them are something today in society. So if Koro Obiri's father was trying to raise Kora to become something, what is the thing that this woman is explaining, the nonsense this woman is explaining that is something that we don't know? All the people that I know, all the friends and people that I know are all people that when you check their family, every single person has been to the university, every single person studied something reasonable, and that's something that is common in Nigeria. I don't even know any other country in the world that can even compare to Nigeria when it comes to that. Because all these other places, somebody jump in, learn how to do hair, they are now professional for something. JD learn how to press bone, that we just, it's a normal thing that people do in Nigeria. People that didn't even go to school know how to fix bone and fix these things, know how to massage a pregnant woman and fix, know how to use herb to treat different illnesses. So what are we saying? Parents used to say, this is what you're going to do. That's what you are going to do. If you had anything else in mind, that has to wait. You first of all go to the university, and if you check online, just to confirm what I'm telling you, you will see where some people will graduate, and after their graduation, they will do something where they move to their parents and they hand over their certificates to them, and they say, I've done it. And they go and do something else. We have our famous Fela Anikulapo Kuti, that everybody know Fela. Fela being a singer was not what his family wanted him to be. Let's come back to modern day now. Files, the bad guy that sings, a lot of you might know his songs. The same thing, Charlie Boy in those days, Charlie Boy's father was also a well-respected, a well-respected man. Wanted his son to be something. That's a normal thing as a Nigerian. As you are born as a Nigerian, you must go to school. It's not a situation where you are bargaining. Well, now the generation time is changing. People are now soft with their kids, and they can come out and tell you, I want to be a musician. Are you out of your mind? Who are you going to embarrass? You want to be an artist. That's not going to happen. You have to first of all go to school, study, graduate, bring the certificate of that thing your parents want you to do. Then you can now go back and be whatever thing, because as far as they are concerned, anything out of what they've said is just nonsense. It's useless. So if Korah was not going to do what? Because some children rebel, and that's normal. Some children will not want to do what their father or their parents wanted them to do, because that was not just it for them. You can look at it and say, well, that was selfish of people. Well, that's another conversation. But in their mind, they were doing what they thought was the best. You know? Let's take some comment and we'll continue listening to this woman that is just trying to twist everything. It's paining me because she's a Nigerian. Someone that was born when, compared to we that we were born later on after Miriam was already born. Her own time was even worse than our own time. But still, during our own time, they will still tell you, you must go. So that's why in Nigeria, you just look, majority, even with the situation, majority of Nigerians are graduates. Sometimes you won't even know when you look at them. You won't know. Multiple Nigerians have multiple degrees. They talk nonsense. Okay, so Rana said, how can you support the person that talks about I don't even know how she supports this man after he called her a scammer. I don't know. Sheba said, so she didn't take action against these people. So that means she should let JD get away with bullying her, harassing her, humiliating her, and defaming her. She should just sit and take all this. This woman, her way is not pure. If Korah had met court, this would be a this will not be taking place. Korah stated she was an adult and she was traveling with this man of her own free will. Whatever Korah did then, Korah knew what she was doing. Same with every other person out there that is doing whatever they are doing. Once you get to a certain age, you will do what you want to do. But you know why? It is quite different. In some other countries, once you're 18, your parents will even say something. You can call the police on them because you're considered an adult. And it's the same law in Nigeria, actually. It's 18. The age where you can start doing certain things is 18. But in the eyes of a Nigerian parent, 18, you're still a child. They still treat you like you're 2 years old. They still want to make decisions for you. They still want to make decisions for you. Sheba says, no, Korah had to fight. Korah had been too nice to JD, but I do believe that if she had met court with Crystal, JD, the followers would not be this bold. Now it's coming. Now it is coming. So let this one continue to run her mouth until it gets to her turn. So that's why she will go and bring up the case of that 80-something years old man. If you want to defend JD, why are you referencing his ex-wife? There was nothing that they said about him that he did not admit with his own mouth that he has done. Didn't he say he has done a lot? Did he specify what the a lot was? A lot can be anything. So he admitted to that blogger that he has done a lot. Why did she not talk about the fact that he went and gave out Korah's phone number without her knowledge, knowing fully well that that was illegal, and he said it by himself? That he will be in big trouble if Korah finds out that he did that. Did he not also tell the woman how to blackmail Korah, to tell Korah that she has nude videos of Korah? That's the only way Korah will pay attention to her. Is that not also a crime? Yeah. Teaching somebody how to go and blackmail another person. So what are we talking about? All the references that this Madam MIA can give, she didn't give. She went straight to the 82 years old situation. What does that have to do with anything? If she didn't write it, would you have known? She did not include that part in her book. Would you have known? She is. Ron M said MIA is in love. She is. She highly obsessed with that JD. She is highly obsessed. I feel like when that woman goes to sleep at night, she dreams about JD. And when she wakes up in the morning, her bed is like River Niger and River Benue and River Mississippi, the longest river in the world. Yeah, you know what I mean. Shiva said, so what if she licked my mouth that the person said that the person did not lick your she said she did not, because the fact that it does basically the person is telling you he wants a royal person to do something like that to him. It just means that you're trying to insult royalty. So even if she was going to do it, she would not do it anymore because of you've told her that this is what you want. Because that's the only way you're going to feel relevant. And she will be the most stupid person to follow through with that. So he can go back to their place and start bragging that a royal actually did something like that with him. Somebody from a royal family did something like that with him. And they put two and two together, and you can suspect which of the royal families. So what if she leaked news in the past? Is that a reason to take her kids from her? Does JD deserve 10,000 in bonds? Should her right be taken from her because she was Don't mind this woman. This woman just is trying to remind people, so people will think, oh yeah, Korah is a terrible person. So yes, let JD win this case. You know, full custody, Korah paying, Korah getting visitation, and everything else that we saw on that bogus, because she prepared that file. So if you will win with it, you will see how she will come out and brag. When she went back and filed, he got bold and filed an arrow. Filed the arrow in the arrow. He stated that she did not show up but he never stated that she refiled. Now, Cora is reacting to JD's allegations. The man is something else. Oh. Seriously, the man and his gang members, they are something else. Ronen said, didn't they say that MIA lost custody of her children? Was it MIA that they said lost custody? Was it MIA? Don't they all have comma in their life? They all do. All the women in his camp, none of them are normal. None of them, not even one. When you check each and every one of them, they all have comma, comma, comma in their life, in their private life and everything. No one is normal. Even with a simple and normal thing, for them it is different. Say, oh wait, that was LL. I remember stated it. Oh, the one that lost custody. I don't did she? That one, I don't even know how to classify that one. Seriously, this lady L from the UK, Madam Longmouth, I don't know how to classify that one. Her level of mumu is beyond me and is beyond this planet. Seriously, all day she's stuck, insulting, dragging these people, insulting those girls' father. What has Cora's father done to you? Do you have a father? Do you have a father? Or it was an Oluku that gave birth to you? Because if it's a father that gave birth to you, you will not be insulting somebody else's father. Because if they insult yours, you won't like it. That woman is the highest Oluku ever. So in the Black community, spare the rod, spoil the child was not just a Bible verse; it was put into action. That's just it, and it's paining me because if it's people from JD's, people that look like JD, we know that that's one of the race where you will see where somebody will say, "Shut up, ma'am." They're not born you well. They not born you well to say, "Shut up, mom," like "Shut up, mom," to your mother. An African woman, a Black woman, you as the child will tell your mother or father, "Shut up, mom," "Shut up, dad, I'm talking, be quiet, you have to listen to me," and all those nonsense tantrum that they throw that we see. It's not gonna work. In fact, even if you're watching a movie and they say it in the movie and your parents is next by in Africa, you should be running, because the type of knock you receive on your head just to warn you that if you think that you're going to copy that thing you just saw, you're finished. So different people have different culture and different how they raise their children, and I don't expect Miriam of all people, if this was said by Zoe or by Kim, we will understand. But Madam MIA is the one that is saying this. It pisses me that I'm calling her Madam MIA, but I'm just adding the Madam because in Africa we always add a little bit of respect. So even though she's lost a lot of it, it's just normal. The Madam, just as but she's the one that is doing this nonsense. That woman she's despicable, man. Sheba said she's late to the party. All this has already been discussed and the book has been analyzed. She can put all of her negative twists on it, but we already know the truth. Sheba, you know why she's doing this? She is doing this just to tell you, because you know that a lot of people are like, "Oh man, JD is mean to file this thing that he filed." It took a lot of people by surprise, seeing the level of the kind of things that were in there. So that's why this woman is coming now to put out this type of video, so people will say, "Oh, now we understand better why he filed that thing the way he filed it." Because she prepared it, and it is sweeting her that yes, what she worked on is being used in court against the person she doesn't like. So you cannot tell me JD's jailbell father did not. The thing is, even this that Sheba, okay, it's not Sheba saying, Ron M, you're right. You're right. You know why? Even with them, some of them, they do that. It's just I think the modern days became quite different. But In those days, even that race, they used to discipline, some of them used to discipline their children. I know that. I know that firsthand. This woman wants to come and sound, because I guess she wants to be JD's girlfriend. Sheba said, no, it's Frida who didn't have. Oh, yeah, yes, it's she that they said had something with. But I think lately we see her kids in her video with her. So I don't know how true that okay. I don't know how true that what is it called? That story is. It's okay, it's Lady F that lost the cable. We've noticed that Lady F herself is on a cam. She's on a tight leash. She's not, though. Have you been to her Facebook? She's been throwing shade. She's been throwing shade. I forget. Oh, there's a way she called, like, try to twist this person's name, KO's name, but she's been shading. She's been shading. She's not at all. That one is shading back to back, back to back, back to back. She and Lady L, aka Longmouth, they've never slowed down, not even for 5 minutes. If you go to their page on Facebook, you cannot scroll and see 3 posts without seeing one where they are shading her. Where you read it, you know that you know who they are shading. You know. Gone M say, that's in America. You had better not tell Black Ferret what you are not going to do. My aunt will tell you quick today she does not do gentle parenting. Seriously, all this boldness now, like, okay, now we can understand, because now things have really changed. People are beginning to throw some kind of tantrum, and the parents will just look at you with a side eye and just let it go. But you, that you're of a certain age, you won't, even till this moment, you will not be able to try it, because you still remember how it used to be. So I don't even understand. There's Lady F have been calm ever since those pictures were sent out. She's still throwing her shade. Maybe she's just not doing all those, maybe not those live stream but we will run through her page. Now that you mentioned her name, we'll run through her page before we round this up also, because we will also check Madame Longmouth's page when we finish with Miriam. Okay, so let's take some comments, and then let's check all the comments, and then we will continue playing, because Madame MIA did part 1. Bring some Vaseline and put here for me. Madam MIA did part 1 and part 2 of this thing. Said if you listen to Cora, she went to school and she got her master's and even worked in the bank like her father for a while. Is JD, look, Ron, JD is doing that on purpose. JD knows that some people did not catch up to when Cora mentioned, and I wish that Cora would keep saying it once in a while, reminding people that, because this man tries to paint her, and for a very long time, if you notice from their old videos, he tries to make her look like a very stupid person that have got zero sense in her head. That's one thing that JD is good at, and he's been doing that for years. So JD has finally convinced some people that Cora did not go to school. That's what he's been able to do. The same way that he lied that Cheta was one giant black man he saw in America. In 2024, he's telling us that Cheta's father is one of the best men. They give him best advice. Someday he wants to grow up to be like him. But you refer to his son as some huge black man that you saw that was threatening your life. So something is really wrong with those people. Seriously. So no, it wasn't MIA who lost custody. It was yeah. I knew that one of them had that stock, but with their silliness, sometimes you just confuse all of them. Fickle. Oh, give me a second. Turn your back. What is that now? What? All right, it's gone. Okay, sorry, I'm multitasking here. So JD was living in the country. JD's parents beat him. That is why. That is why. Let me see. Okay, that's why he has so many issues. Poor, poor Oyibo in America is very. Voila, don't be shout. Sheba said, even here in the Caribbean, it's not accepted. You will kneel down in the sun till you receive sense. Oh God. You know, people just say certain things, and I'm like, okay, that's your opinion, but it worked for the people that did it. And but to see that somebody that is saying it is someone that this is part of the lifestyle, of your people. Now you want to make it look like it is only Koro Bidi's father that did it. Sheba from the Caribbean is saying she understands what we're talking about. Ron M from America is saying as Black American, she understands what we're talking about. Why is it Madam MIA that is an African person that wants to pretend now that her own parents didn't beat her? Should we go and do digging now? In fact, even now, as we speak now, today as we speak now, because this Madam MIA is from a very respected family, like a well-known name. If we will go, because I don't know if her father is still alive or dead, and she is a Yoruba woman. Respect is everything to Yoruba people. If we will go and find MIA's family members today and pull up these videos and this nonsense she's doing online and show to them and prove to them how embarrassing she's embarrassing that their family name, trust me, less than 24 hours, you will not see this woman online. Forget her age. Less than 24 hours, Madam MIA will not be able to post anything online. I create content once in a while. My elder sisters, they pull up on my channels. They don't comment. They don't drop anything. They just pull up. You're not gonna misbehave. There are families you come from. You're not just gonna do anyhow. You're not gonna speak carelessly. You're just not gonna behave stupidly. That's a normal thing. So you cannot come here and throw Kora's father under the bus as if other people's father didn't do it. When even your own father, we can prove it that your father did it if we go and investigate. And other members of their Walawa family are probably doing the same to their own children as we speak in Nigeria. You want to judge another person's father because you want to support somebody else. Ron M said, Lady F's husband, I bet that thing before, I don't know. Lady F's husband used to popo her. Let me use the word popo. Used to popo her and she found for, oh, really? But they got back together. Yo, oh boy. Sheva said, you can tell that he got those same punishments. He knows it. He totally understands those things. He just wants to be dramatic. You can tell he got those same punishments. That's how he knows to keep his kid out of school for days at a time to cover up on things and another. Cora youngest brother just graduated from college in Canada. Yes, when Cora posted that Obi goes to Canada, go and see the drama that Madam Longmouth caused with that thing. How they are liars, how these two sisters lies, how there is nothing that woman didn't say on Facebook. How she's laughing. Oh, she just does not understand how people still believe these people. Oh, how it was a different university. It was old thing and they want to present it as a new one. Is it your business if somebody graduates one time and decided to celebrate it 10 times? Is it your graduation? Is it you that read? Is it your head that read the books? Are you the one that graduated? Let people celebrate anything. If 20 years later, you sat down and think about when you graduated and you decide to throw a party today, do it. It's your hard work, it's your sweat, it's your sleepless night, it's your burning candles or whatever it was. Like, you did it. research and everything. Celebrate it until the day you join your ancestors. Do it. But this woman made caricature out of Korobidi's father. That if they sell him for you 5 cents, you won't buy. And this is somebody that I believe I don't know if her own father is dead or alive in Nigeria. But dead or alive, you have a father because somebody brought you into this planet Earth. And you're making caricature out of another person. The same way the other one was driving Korobidi's dead. I don't know where this man found this type of women to be friends with. I don't know. I just graduated. Yeah. So let's see. Sheba says, I still about to apologize to my mom if I shout or use a curse word in her presence. Last year, my mom punished me with no food for 2 days because of my disrespect. I'm in my 40s in my husband's house, so oh God, seriously, like just because you're your husband doesn't mean you can even behave anyhow. I remember when I was getting married, and when it got to the part where they say you can kiss the bride, it got that part. I removed my face. Everybody started laughing. It was strange to the other guests and everybody else that was there. But my family, that's from my father's side, from my mother's side. When you're from a family that is that strict that you cannot even sit down and watch a movie where they are kissing. Now I'm supposed to kiss a man in front of my father is sitting there, my mother's family people, everybody, my siblings. Like, are you serious? I can't even say those words where family members are. That's how. And it was a huge laugh. You understand? And that, like, it was the whole room, everybody was just laughing. And the he just said, do it again, and we had to do it. I had to brace myself like I was going to fight World War III, just to do a simple thing. So when you know your culture, all of these things, you cannot come out and try to explain and throw another person's father under the bus when you know that it's a normal thing that people practice. You understand? So just because you're old, yes, you cannot say like bad words in my family up until today that we're all grown, and you can't, because my father never. You will not hear curse word or anything. So you cannot dare. You cannot say one bad word. It's not, no, you can't. It's not gonna happen. Sheba said, Frida's old and didn't take her back. He's just joining her for $9.99 and let him stay in the basement. See how you touch it. Well, $9.99. Oh God. Hey. These people. This woman.
This isn't supposed to answer one particular area where you say, oh, what? That's like everything Justin did to me. Why am I still supporting him? Excuse me. I choose according to my own conscience. Unfortunately, JD made the biggest mistake in his life. He opened the door for two people who have ulterior motives, and he's paying for it now.
And now she started with the other people.
Or maybe he forgot this same two.
Something else I wanted to talk about is the fact that this woman speaks about spirituality, but this woman has got no clue. This woman has got no clue about spirituality or anything. You've placed the curse on this man already. If you're not careful, that curse will return back to you. And as it's returning, it will return in tenfold. You said you removed your white hair, your own words, and swore to the wind and sent it out. The wind will bring it back to your doorstep. Be ready for it. You're saying you support whomever with your conscience. You should have accepted the insult he gave you when he called you a scammer with your conscience, and you shouldn't have spoken about Oboni and all those things. Be very careful.
People that he opened his home to, they've been doing everything possible to get attention from Korah. They've sent Korah gifts. They said it on their own videos, how they sent gifts to Korah in the early days. They didn't get the attention from Korah. So what did they do? They leech on to JD.
This
and
is
at the end of the day,
this is exactly. Now she's dragging these other people, but this is exactly what she did, Madam MIA. Didn't she reach out to Cora first? And when Cora didn't respond to her the way she was expecting, that was when she now went to go and support JD. Now she's saying he opened door to two people, and you know you know the two people this one is she's talking about. One of those two people she's referring to is Zoe. The other one is Kim. But she is also not different from these two people that she's criticizing now.
Look and study where JD is now in 2024, June. You will see that these two women are implicated, are involved one way or the other to put him in where he is today. Because as far as I'm aware, where he is today, because as far as I'm aware, this 2024 supposed to be JD's year.
Really?
This 2024 supposed to be JD releasing his book, publishing his
book.
He has all the materials to publish his book.
What book?
He has his work to focus on. He has his health to recover fully.
Work that he has no client.
Don't you dare think that somebody like me will overlook the injustice of 2022 that triggers this man to be where he is today.
If you want to be fair and you want to talk about injustice of 2022, when there was no injustice in 2022, you should have spoken about the injustice from day one that JD started talking and started putting, and all throughout when they were in their marriage on his ex-wife's head. Those ones you don't see, those ones you don't speak about, but you're speaking about a mysterious injustice in 2022 that only you and JD saw and no other person in this planet saw.
Sometimes some of you need to start putting other people in your shoe.
Yeah, just as you put Cora in your own shoes, eh?
Because
Madam Riva Awoyaya,
that is happening now to him. I've already won.
If you're just coming in, you are welcome. Please don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up so YouTube knows that something is going on over here. And don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel. Thank you so very much.
If one can be my witness that look, this could happen, you have to be careful. But did it deserve to go this far down?
Tell us about it.
Shame that you people are putting on him because of his
Who put on him? You that you were collected. Did it not occur to you that all the collected that you collected, when he goes to file, that this might come out? Did you not know, or did you not ask him how the American system that he was bragging with all of these years, how it works, that certain documents are public documents and people can reach for them and review them, and that's no crime? Madam, I beg, go find coffee, drink, you sleep.
Mission to court. Did you deserve that? That is what pressure from non-entities, pressure from people pressure from people with ulterior motives gets you. He needs to shut down his WhatsApp, shut down everybody. Only solicitor he needs to be talking to now, not anybody on social media. May God have mercy on all of us. Amen.
Walai. Which okay, so that was part one that she titled JD versus KO, Injustice and Conscience Driven, part one. Let's go over to part two. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. If you want us to welcome you with your name, drop a comment so we know you are here with us, because this fight in JD's camp is one that we will keep analyzing, we will keep talking. Anybody that says they're tired, they don't want to hear, take several seats. But these women will not stop. This shameless Madam Riva Awoyaya continues with her wahala. Let's continue. So now we're going to part 2 that she posted, and JD versus KO, injustice and conscience driven, part 2. Let's get in there.
Because you are the same woman who in late 2022 started sending messages to me to stop helping JD. You are the same woman.
I don't know who she's talking. I don't know why she started this one from here. She was, if it's part 2, she's supposed to start from where she stopped talking in the other video. So why is she starting from here? Wait, let me check this thing again. Something is not adding up. Let's see.
So, in reply to this lady that I really respected, because you've been on this particular case since the beginning, and that is the reason why I am
who is she talking to
a
now?
bit confused. Because you are the same woman who in late 2022 started sending messages to me to stop helping JD. You are the same woman in 2023. You said to me that JD is a racist, that I should stop helping him. Remember?
Why is she not telling us the name of the person that she's talking to? Madam Riva, oh yeah, if you get mind, be mentioning the names.
In 2023, you said the same thing. But the reason why I stopped answering a lot of your messages in my messenger is because you send all these private messages to me, but at the same time, anytime JD go live, you are one of the first people to go and take love, and you start sending prayers in the message section. Okay? So stop fooling around. Start looking at everything and basing your evaluation on your conscience. Okay? On your conscience.
The level of jealous that this woman is jealous of other people, it makes sense when Madam Longmouth in the UK accused her of always asking people whenever they call JD, or whenever JD calls them, speaks to them, or whatever happens, that this woman will also call them back. Immediately they finish speaking with JD or chatting with JD, she will ask them, what did you call JD about? What did he call you about? What did you speak about? That this woman wanted to know every single conversation that JD was having with other people. And she, Madam Longmouth, had to report to JD, and JD didn't like that. And JD warned this woman to stay away from him. And now she's jealous again that somebody that said stop supporting JD is in JD's chat, commenting and dropping heart emojis over there.
And you are the same person in recent time against the same person that mobilized, and I quote, terrorist, I don't want to mention the full meaning on my video, against JD in 2022. So it is you.
Did anybody hear about, you know what she means, okay, by TA on JD in 2022? This woman can lie, eh? Hi, Linus.
Is to sit your ass down and check your conscience.
The one without conscience.
And I will advise you to please focus on what is happening in your own personal life. It's not in my, reasoning or the way I behave to put all these things on social media, because you are not using your conscience. You need to start using your conscience. What do you want? What do you want? You need to start sitting your ass down, enjoying your husband and your children and your stepchildren. From now on, do not send me any message again. But let me remind you something. When KO was allegedly attacked in London,
can you imagine? Can you imagine how upset Madam MIA is because somebody is telling her to leave JD alone? JD himself said you should leave him alone. He said avoid mistake, because he knows that you will not be able to stay away from him. Because I don't understand how someone that helped you with money, helped you with the, do you know what it means for people to spend their time to do a research for you, to compile all this nonsense that Miriam compiled for JD, and JD was bold enough to tell her to stay away from me. You're a scammer, you're a fake lawyer, you lied, you know, all of that. And yet this woman is still here, upset that somebody is telling her to stay away from this person. Isn't this weird that in 2024, June 2024, Madam MIA is still sitting down and making these type of videos?
Video to condemn such barbarism? Does that mean I support all chaos risk-taking behavior? Do you expect me not to condemn JD for his past post? Huh? When I know that it's going to backfire on him, what kind of woman being do you think I am? You think I'm going to just keep quiet and allow JD to continue self-incriminating himself? Okay, are you happy now in 2024? Because I can see that you're not happy that the global community is laughing at JD. You've got what you want at last.
Can you imagine?
You don't use your conscience. And God forbid anybody who trusts your comments, pretending you care. You do not care. And you're one of the ones that always message JD. It's sad, isn't it?
This woman.
Like I said to you, I'm driven by my conscience. You or anyone living.
What conscience? This person we're talking about does not have any conscience. So if you're coming in, you're just welcome. Thank you so very much for joining in. You want us to welcome you with your name? Drop a comment, drop a hello, so we know who you are. Give the live stream a thumbs up and please subscribe. Okay, the goal is to get the channel to 3K in this month of June. So let's continue. We're listening to Madam MIA ranting. Okay, we know that the other two are going to court for a criminal case. These are people that were all working together to bring down KO, but you can see how the whole thing has turned in 2024, and they are now fighting themselves up unto the extent that they are going to court, some of them.
Can never stop the way I perceive, assess, or evaluate things. You, oh my goodness, you are you,
Madam,
and I am
Choco.
me. I am high. That is the way I'm created. Based on my own experience of life, based on my own experiences, based on my years of sitting my ass down in schools, universities, working with different communities, different groups, specializing in different areas. I've seen the world.
Somebody that will hear all of these things that she's saying will think that, oh, KO is in hot soup because this madam, I've been to many schools, is going to do this, is going to do that. And oh, give me a second. Let me unplug this stuff. I was charging because my device was not fully charged and I didn't want my live stream to just cut off. So yeah. Oh, welcome in, Oyoyo. Oyoyo, you're here. I finished using you to give example. You missed that part. Welcome home. Welcome. You're finished from the training, eh? Yeah, welcome. Well, right now we're at the point where we're listening to Madam MIA and her ranting in June 2024 about this situation and trying to be dramatic. The woman is trying to be dramatic. Oh, said greetings, everyone. Greetings to you, ma'am. Marilyn Guerra, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us. Hello, Marilyn. Welcome. And thank you to every one of you. We're all 51 here. Please, let's see if we can get the thumbs up. Give a like. Thumbs up the video. Let's get 51 likes. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, let's continue listening to Madam MIA.
Human suffering. I've done my part. You can't change the way I reason.
Nobody's trying to change the way you reason. It's already whack.
Imagine if you are, if you
somebody with this level of whack reasoning. What else can you do as a person? What else can you do? A person that has this level of whack reasoning. What can you do to help? Nothing.
If you have witnessed your fellow human beings going through hell, and you know in your heart that God had rescued them, only for you to observe and witness them going back to the hell.
The way this woman explains this thing, you will just see how biased this MIA is. You see how biased she is. The fact that she cannot even call a spade tells the kind of person she is. Between JD and KO, who went through hell? Who is still going through hell? Who is putting who through hell? And she sits down here, June 2024. Look at the type of things that are coming out from this woman's mouth.
Because of their associations. Would you keep quiet? Would you keep quiet after you've warned them severally in private? Would you keep quiet and allow your fellow human being to continue digging themselves? Look, we are not the same. I am ruled by my conscience. JD have made a mistake by trusting the wrong people,
including you.
And like he said,
that's why he said you should leave him alone.
That is Rick's in jail. If you guys are attentive listener, if you guys are active listener,
everybody heard that.
Instead of basing everything JD is doing.
What is wrong with this woman? It's not the fault of anybody that he said he's risking jail or that he's going to time the whole consequences. Him. He was responsible for asking Zoe to create a second WhatsApp group. He was responsible for creating the first one or asking whomever he did ask allegedly. I don't. We just have to say allegedly because, but all the evidence are out there. So whomever created the first WhatsApp group, if it's him, he knew what he was doing. If it was someone else that created it and sold the idea to him, he bought the idea. It sounded great in his opinion, in his mind, right? And he bought the idea and rolled with it. A lot of havoc was caused with that. That's why you were not even bold enough to post the text messages you were threatening Kim about. You and Kim was threatening each other, but none of you were bold enough to post all the chats from your private WhatsApp group. He was the one that was plotting and is still plotting. And you're here telling people that he was risking jail time. Did anybody ask him to go to jail? His evil deed is sending him to jail. You're looking for who to blame. Go marry JD, no rest.
You will note that he has replied me several times on some of his videos. He accepted that he knows he's taking risk. He even said,
you see this woman that he has replied her. Jade is talking whatever he wants to talk about on his platform. This woman is where she is sitting down and thinking that Jade is responding to you. When Jade wanted to address you, did he mention your name with his full chest? Even the ex-wife that he's not supposed to be mentioning her name, when he wants to talk about her, he says it, my ex-wife, straight up. He says what he wants to say. When he wants to address Nancy, he mentions. Jade is not someone that does not mention people's name. He mentions people's name because nobody has ever filed anything against him for mentioning their name. So JD always mentions. So if JD wanted to speak about you and admit that you were right for something, which JD is not that type of person, and he will never admit that he was wrong for anything because he thinks he is the wisest man on earth. That's how that man thinks. So, Madame Delu, behave.
It's risking jail time. But are you guys happy now about this latest submission? See how you've pushed him back to that same hell that God has rescued him from. Some of you followers, you are ruled by your own personal lives. You are ruled by your own emotions. You are ruled by selfishness.
Including
Don't
you,
expect everybody to be ruled by the same thing that driven you.
Your actions says already.
A human being. JD has messed up. But it doesn't mean that you guys have to forget what triggers this. What triggers this? It can happen to anyone. Anyone out there, whether you're a woman or a man, you cannot just forget trauma and switch off immediately. You will have flashbacks, especially when the person who's triggered that trauma, who play a big role in triggering that trauma, is flaunting in your head.
I don't remember. Somebody give me space. Let me just faint. Hey, it is bad when old people lie. You. If a child lies, you can actually say, oh, maybe the child was afraid of something. When somebody this old is lying, hi, no wonder Jade is digging himself deep into this pit, because likes of these ones will just come out and twist this whole thing. So right now, Jade is the one that is traumatized, and it's scale that is traumatizing him, even though we know all the havoc that one has caused. We know all the things in his past life, the ones he admitted of doing, and all the things that are haunting him. How terrible his family situation with his parents and siblings and father in jail and mother in jail and auntie in jail and uncle in jail and brother in jail and every jailhouse family and all of the things we heard, what he went through when he was a kid, all of that. Now you bundle all of it and put it on the head of the ex-wife. Madam MIA, fear God, oh, and also fear that Ogboni where you say your family members they member of, because that Ogboni now go destroy you.
It's fronting in your head, in your eyes. That trauma will not go. And I'm appealing to JD and his mom to shut everything down now when it comes to social media. Stick to your page alone.
Yeah, Kala.
Shut down. This what's up. Only communicate with your solicitor.
Don't mind shut down this web, because you ran away from the WhatsApp because Bunch, you are so bad. He said the bunch, you are a good player. You guys allow me to sing in Yoruba now, because this woman is a Yoruba woman. Ṣòwò wípé wọ́wọ́ tó láti fún mi, mo bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn, ẹni tí já, mo bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn, ó bí ó ti gbà kiri lé. Hey! Wahala don see something. Wetin Musa no go see forget. What is my ear hearing? What is Madam MIA telling us? What is this woman saying? Hey, this is the height of it. She sounds exactly like JD with nothing missing. Not even JD's mom will be able to sound like this. This woman, hey, I hope they've not taken blood oath or something. This woman sounds exactly like JD, even though she's in the United Kingdom. JD is in the United States. Hey, I've been at the United that is in both of the names that is causing this wahala. She sounds exactly like JD. She lives in her own planet where she's far from reality. This woman is far from reality. Yeah, she has lost touch with reality.
Please, it's not difficult. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. For 3 months, shut down your WhatsApp. Stop sending emails. of your communication with other people to these non-entity two people you've associated with. They are using it to blackmail you. Stop now. And I'm appealing to the obedience to think back.
Think back to
where
what?
It all begins. Sometimes God is a patient God. And
Madam, they don't need to think back to anything. Leave God alone. You say you be your money, talk your money talk. Leave God alone. What is all this now? You're appealing to the obedience. Since when did you start appealing to the obedience? You finished just telling us now that Korah was licking the nyash of 85 years old man. And anybody that didn't read that book or don't know anybody that read that book to know what was inside and what was said in that book would think that Korah did lick that nyash. Did she tell you that she licked nyash? Now you're appealing to them. Madam, sleep. If sleep, they catch you. Good night.
Times, God is
what
not
is
a
it?
patient spirit.
No talk about God. You don't know anything about
All
God.
this
First.
can be stopped now because Baba Obidin in the US now. We have to stop the camouflaging.
Hey, well.
JD has shot himself in the foot already. He's going to get a solicitor if he's wise.
Madam
Even
advisor.
Some of the witnesses, they are all over social media blabbing with their mouth that, oh, he has sent me message, he wants me to be his witness. Is that something you're supposed to say it in public?
Him and all in witness go fall inside that pit where in don't dig. Ishawuru. Olokoso juju. Arometa.
Until after you finish
the three witches. Arometa.
That you've been asked to be a witness.
Okotuara.
Some of you lack conscience. One day, KO is going to sit her hands down and reflect on where it begins.
She ain't gonna sit no ass down. She ain't gonna reflect on no shit. Shut up and get out of here.
Maybe this is not the time now, because a lot of followers are egging her.
But look at you.
Oh, keep bashing the father of your children. Let's put all the.
You can imagine, keep bashing. When has Korah ever come out to bash that man? The only time Korah speaks about that man is when he puts out his bogus lie stories that she comes to defend herself. But no, even her defending herself is paining you. This woman, your own go bad though. When your time come, your own go bad. Oh bad the gongoni. Shena so your rapu de talker. Oh bad the gongoni. It go bad. More bad, yeah.
On him. But hello, time. You can't take time back. Sometimes we have to look at the moment now and say, hold on, I've got away with a lot. Let me just.
I've got away with a lot. Is that no? Is this advice is supposed to be? You see this woman. She knows the truth, but she just will not say it the way she's supposed to say it. You've gotten away with a lot. Is that not the advice that should be going to JD? That he has gotten away with enough, and enough is enough. It's time for him to sit his ass down and use his tongues to count his teeth. But you want to advise the obedience. One day that name go choke you.
Stop now. Both of them, like I want, both of them supposed to be joint petitioner.
To fear aqua.
In the case against Zoe. And if I don't know. I still cannot believe that something that's supposed to be straightforward, like being a joint petitioner, will now result in another new set of submission that has caused this terrible, terrible, terrible self-inflicting nonsense that the global community is now joking about. I can't appeal to everybody, please. Just remember the children. Oh, God.
Yeah. So she has finished her round, her ranting. Bunk. I can imagine her no strike some people dead. What is all this? Seriously, what is going on with this woman? The fact that this woman is sitting down and cooking up all of this, seeing the battle that is going on within them, and the way she sounds, she also is in contact with people that are still giving her info. She's saying, shut that WhatsApp down. Also, he has WhatsApp that he needs to shut down. Why did you not give the same out? Say, Cora, you shut down your own too, since you want to blame the ex-wife for everything. He should shut down. Madam, it's too late. Even if he shuts down that WhatsApp, Arago Babuka against all of now. Wait there for that WhatsApp. Ndiala.
Good afternoon.
Nonsense. Nonsense. Waiting person here no go here. Waiting person here no go here. Anyways, let's pull up this person stuff. What's that Hamumu name again now? Okay. This his camp members that will never stop. She calls herself a motivational speaker. Mouth long, jam war. So this woman, 6 hours ago, I thought by this time she would have even stopped. Another one from JD's camp. You can see her. She's saying, Nancy, where's the masters? This woman is doing the most. And she's asking, how did Justin Dean survive this family? This is another one that Justin Dean called a scammer. Madam MIA and Madam L, aka Longmouth in the UK. JD came out on social media and called them scammers. He even called this one useless. Hey, God, oh. Hey, Osado Bua. Hey. Now that I'm talking about this one, let me sing one song in her language too. Should I continue? Gyodo. What is going on? JD opened his mouth and said this woman was useless. She's not useful. When she was useful, he was the one giving her shout out. Y'all go over to her page and watch her. She's fantastic. She's terrific. She's this, she's that. When she finished collecting funds for him and he did not. When she finished collecting funds, yeah, all these things I'm saying that you're not understanding, I am actually saying some things in different Nigerian languages, okay? So don't worry about them. It's just like an exclamation or something. Okay, so I know, because I know most of you hear me say things. I'm touching down on different languages in Nigeria. That's one thing I love doing, okay? To add some humor to this drama that is terrible. This is sad. This woman went and collected donations for JD, and donations had K-leg. JD did not receive full donations. And JD gave it to her woto, as it is said in Nigeria. You go collect. Who do anyhow, go see anyhow. You do anyhow, you will collect. JD said this woman is completely useless, not useful at all. And she came out fuming, insulting JD, insulting JD's mother. And here, today, let me see. Today now, how many hours ago she posted this? Let's see it. 6 hours ago. She has the screenshot of Koro Bidi's brother graduating from the university in Canada. She's been doubting it that nothing like that happened. That is old. It's nothing new. That is old. But Koro Obidi and Koro Obidi's father and Nancy is trying to pass this as a new degree that Koro Obidi's brother just bagged. Because this one not get head to go school. This one does not have head to go and read and collect multiple degrees. That's why she sounds this way, because it is very normal for a Nigerian to have multiple degrees. That's something that they are good at. But because this one never even fit pronounce anesthetic or anesthesia correctly, when she went to the hospital, she could not say something as simple as anesthetic. She could not say. So she thinks that somebody else did not graduate or did not bag another degree. And she's asking Justin how Justin survived this family. When Justin dragged her for that money thing, what did she come out to say? This woman was screaming on her live stream. Justin, do not dare me. I am not Cora. You think I'm going to hand over all my earnings? I'm going to sit down on a live stream, talk with my energy and everything, and I'm going to bring the money over to you? Are you crazy or what? Small boy, don't play with me. I'm not Cora. And now she's asking this man how he survived the Cora Obidi's family. Well. This woman is unbelievable. Now, 20 hours ago, Madam Longmouth did a live stream that I'm not even going to play because I don't want us to listen to this bonkon. She did 20 hours ago, and this is the title of that live stream. Anthony Obidi, which is Koro Obidi's father. She just called his name like this man is her mate. Like she's, when you talk to your age mate. She said, Anthony Obidi, it's never too late. It's never too late to correct your girls. Nancy using Justin Dean to cover your family shame. This one will never rest. And then 21 hours ago, she posted, when you think the world is yours, with laughing emoji and every other emojis in between. She said, this happened. And she screenshots a live stream of Kora Obidi and screenshots a live stream of Nancy. And she shows how many people that are watching them, and she's laughing. That's Kora Obidi that has 8.5 million followers, and Nancy that has 540K followers. They cannot get enough people to watch them. 23 hours ago, she said, how can two sisters be live at the same time? Is that even something to talk about? So because two people are siblings, both of them cannot go live when the two of them have two different type of content they are creating. So they cannot go live. So if Cora is going live, Nancy should wait. If Nancy is going live, Cora should wait. Do they have exactly the same audience? Because Nancy talks about other things and does other things. She will do her natural hair. She has people that are also natural hair lovers, even if they are not growing out their natural hair. They just want to listen to her, see how she styles it, watch how she takes care of her natural hair. There's so many other things that they can follow her for. She does her cooking thing and the pot, selling and whatnot. There are people that follows her that there are also people that cook, their chefs, or they want to go into, they want good pots. There are people that follows that want to know what's going on. What kind of pot should they start with? Maybe the pot they are using burns the food all the time, or there's something that they just want to see how Nancy maneuvers so they can ask questions and whatnot. They have different content they are creating. So why can't the two of them go live at the same time? Why is that a topic that you come out and laugh and mock them and insult their father and do you're doing too much? Actually, the woman is doing too much. Ron M said he even said he was okay. Let me see. Okay, we've seen that one. Okay, all right. So let me see what else did she post. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So one day ago, so you can see how many content this woman, how jobless she is, how contentless this woman is, how clueless she is, how many content. This is what I want us to see. How many content she has made from just one post that Cora posted. Obi goes to Canada. Nancy posted praising his father for having how many graduates and his son bagging another degree and whatnot. These people just did one or two content celebrating their brother. This one has done how many now? Here she said one day ago, she said, this video is for educational purpose. Yeah, when you start with your stupidity, like their master, they all title it as educational purpose only because that's what their clueless master tells them to do. And she said she's creating awareness. Try, I don't suffer. And she said, Nancy, answer this question. And then she started with her BS again. Sleep. This woman no go sleep. Ah, goodness. This woman is unbelievable. The type of thing she does is unbelievable. Because if she does not mention these people's name, Jessie Innes, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. So the woman needs money to pay for her house. As in, the house rent is real. House rent is real. You need to pay that thing. She's just constantly dragging these people, The day that Cora will get to because there's so many things for Cora to do. But when Cora will get to the point where she will file things that this set of people cannot mention her directly or indirectly or any of her family member, a lot of them going to go bankrupt. A lot of them going to close their businesses and go into their homes and look for something else to do. Seriously. That's what it's going to happen. Seriously. Mm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm trying to check something else. Okay, so of late, the brief ones page. Of late, she's now posting videos of herself. You will not see shade in the caption or whatnot. And one can understand why some of them are beginning to backtrack or twist a little bit, the type of content that they post, because now it is obvious that Cora is ready. You talk or do anyhow, you go collect. That's the point where they are now. And that this one, she has actually slowed the heck down, right? Well, let's keep our fingers crossed, because you never know. You never know. So talking about this, we've been here for almost 3 hours now. Almost 3 hours. So let's round up and move on to other things. So I'm laughing because I really want to see how the case between the two people you see on the thumbnail, those are JD's two top hot supporters, women that did the most to care, and to see that the two of them are going to court, battling out each other. It's amazing. I want to see who will be found guilty of what crime or what not. The same set of people that kept calling Cora a beggar because she was talking about stars on her page. These women, now that they have court case, they've come out and they are now asking for people to support them because they have court case. Let us wait and see when they are able to speak freely, probably after the case, And I believe that the one that will win will most definitely come back and talk about it, even if the other one doesn't want to talk about it. Because being on the page of Zoe aka Crystal, she did not say anything about if she's being served or not, even though the whole story is out there. Jesse, they said that woman is evil. It shows on her face. She's a very mean and very terrible person. She is. Oswald said, at Sheba, your mom is really African mama. Oh my goodness. Miriam wants to come and play the cool one, trying to throw Korobidi's father under the bus. Like other people don't understand. Like we don't have people that can easily confirm. I love it. I love it how Sheba and Ron M just said it, that they totally understand. Her father used to be, her father used to do this, her father used to do that. As if we go and wake up Oga Awolowo from his I don't know if he's dead or alive, but I'm just thinking maybe he's not our father, maybe he's not, but if he still is, if we go and ask Miriam father, if he's going to tell us something else, seriously. Well, here's what, are you going live? Did you schedule anything? Let me check who's going live next, because I'm going to be rounding up soon. So let's go over there and continue the conversation, because there's so much drama surrounding this thing, and the fight in JD's camp is going to continue. It is obvious, because the way these women now resent each other, it is really shocking, to think that you can be in a group, in a meeting with people, and you all agree on something. You feel like you're fighting to help someone win that so-called freedom in your own opinion, but y'all can't even see eye to eye. How are you supposed to achieve that goal if you're already jealous of each other? It's almost like each and every one of them wants a piece of him. JD, marry all of them now. Marry all of them and be like King Solomon. Seriously, this whole thing is just it is ridiculous. When you just look at it, you will just see how ridiculous this whole thing is. It is absolutely ridiculous. But seriously speaking, I can't wait to see Kim versus Zoe in court, how it is going to play out. I cannot wait. I really, really, really want to see it. I really, really want to see how that will turn out. I want to see which one of them will come out and tell us, oh, we were in court went well, as everything, went in my favor and whatnot. I want to see them speak about it. And once they are done, I pray that we're able to get those documents and see what these people went to court for. Because the most we know is that it's a criminal case, and what led to this, and also another, okay, not yet. Yes, so it's dancing time, eh? let us go It's dancing time. Ibiri yo, ibiri kambiri, ibiri yo, ibiri kambiri. Now. Ibiri kambiri, live and let live. Ibiri kambiri. Welcome, Wendy. Wendy said, Sheba, those haters read with no understanding of what they are reading. Cora did not leak that man's nyash. In her book, she said that was his request, and she walked away. Wicked people they are. Oh, absolutely. Well, isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious that Madam MIA decided today to do part 1 and part 2? Because when you check it, you will see that it is not 24 hours ago that she did that thing. I think when we were listening to it was 8 hours, I think, that showed. So what Madam MIA was actually talking about had zero connection to what she was referencing. And of all the things that she could have used as an example, is she saying that because, okay, let us assume that happened. That was consensual. Like they knew when they were going there that something was going to happen between them. So if Cora had agreed, we know that the book, what she wrote, that it didn't happen because the man said he wanted the royal blood to do something like that to him. But if that, you cannot compare it to JD's situation and the allegations that are out there that she didn't want to really talk about it, but she wants to blame it on this person, on the ex-wife, when we know fully well that the people leveling allegations was not them. It was not her. It was these other women. And from what we heard, they had proof. They said one of them is even on Facebook. It's just that they didn't mention her name, so there's no way to find her. And she said she's been posting about certain things. And they said another one was, but you know what you know. This woman could have just explained this thing the way this thing is and left it at that. But no, she wanted to go reference that thing so she can refresh it on people's memory, so people will start looking at Cora in some kind of way. Oh, use what said was, I can't wait to see that happen if they don't go to jail. Hey, oh my goodness, these people, how somebody will just have a clean record, how somebody will just, even if you've been in trouble, it's like something you did or what, but these people will be in trouble because of somebody else, because they were fighting for JD, and along the line they couldn't stand themselves. They started fighting amongst themselves, insulting, calling names, doing the most. And then the next thing we see is court case between these two. JD has filed his own. Crystal was still missing in action. They were still looking for her to serve her. Meanwhile, she already has a case with somebody else. I don't know if she was the one that filed or it's Kim that filed. But we know that the court situation is going on. I can't wait. I can't wait for that Lady F and the Madam MIA and Lady L in the UK to all start butting heads up to the extent where one of them will go and file something and they all end up in court. I can't wait for all the 100 of them to start fighting amongst themselves. You know, when the drum of madness is being beaten by the gods. They said he that the what's this African proverb, this proverb that says people that the gods wants to destroy, they first make them mad. This is exactly what is happening. Madam Riva Awoyaya, her own started. Slowly we can see it playing out. It is going down. Oh, really? Oh, wow. One of my daughters split like her. She's a gymnast. Wow, that's oh, Lexi, really? That's amazing. It's not easy. Splits is not easy, man. Seriously. That's amazing. Bravo, Lexi. Langatendeli. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. So KB will win. She made a mistake Okay, so KB will win. She made a mistake in KO after noticing others were up to. She retracted and decided to speak out after digging them out. Well, yeah, she decided to, but we also cannot forget that part of what this man filed in 2024, she is also responsible for it. We also will not forget that that woman and Madam MIA were the ones in charge of the full custody. So, yeah, one can say I don't. People want to see it as mistake. I don't see it as a mistake because all the evidences were out there. Okay, for KB to actually look at this whole thing and say, well, let me sit back and go through this thing, take my time to study these two and see. If she had done that, she wouldn't have been in their camp. I cannot understand how you can be a woman with a physically challenged child and you were in charge, you and Madam MIA, that is also a grandmother. Why are we calling her grandmother? Madam MIA is actually a great grandmother. You know, they were in charge of CPS case. You wanted that young lady to lose the custody of her children to a man that could pick up their child and look at the child and say, I'm going to keep calling your mother a whore until you people turn 18. It is hard for me to look past that. I'm waiting to see if she's going to present the evidence that she said she's going to present to KO's lawyers. That is what I am waiting to see. But I know that she's not, according to her, she said she's not talking now because of this, her own personal court case that she has, okay, which we now know that is between she and Zoe. So we're waiting. Will she? So Yoyo's word said, wait, are those ones fighting to MIN? Have they not been fighting from time immemorial? Yeah, they've been giving each other woto. Didn't you hear when this Madam Longmouth blasted Madam MIA? What was that happened, Seth? Was it last month? I think that happened in May. You know, I think so. Was that April or May? Yeah, you know, during the period that JD was blowing hot on the two of them when he was doing his tell-all, I think somewhere around that time, that this one came out and blasted Madam MIA. The Madam Longmouth in the UK said she, so you know her own is, she's very quick to insult. She insulted Madam MIA. She was insulting Madam. The fact she started with JD, then she insulted Madam MIA, then she insulted the Madam Brief in Minnesota. She threw that one in too and insulted that one. In the process of giving that one advice, you know, try to tell that one to stay away from JD, or else she would be used the way JD used other people. She gave that one woto too, and she said Madam Emma that the reason why Madam MIA does not like her, Madam Longmouth, is because she was the one that reported Madam MIA to JD, because she has had enough of Madam MIA always calling people to ask them, anybody that spoke with or was in chat with JD, Madam MIA will contact you afterward and ask you, what did JD tell you? What were you people discussing? What was it about? What was it? And she said she got fed up that when Madam MIA is having her conversation and whatnot, discussion, whatever, with JD, that she, Lady L, does not go to ask Madam MIA, but she does not understand this one that Madam. So there was something that it seemed like JD had told Madam MIA. Madam MIA, and I mentioned it to her. So she went and told JD. So that's how JD knew that, yes, this woman is always interrogating every other person. So she now told Madam MIA. JD now told Madam MIA to stay away from him. So she was part of the reason why the Madam MIA and JD fell out. Well, that's the one she said. She said, we don't know how, what else she added. She must have sugar-coated that story and painted it so nice that it made JD to really not want to see Madam MIA at all. So Madam MIA also knows, and Madam MIA throws shade at her also, sometimes in her video. Seriously, trusting that woman is because the way that woman came in and told those people that, oh, I've hired 10 and let's bring that back to now. Okay, you had $10,000 to get a private investigator for a total stranger that you've not even been in contact with. At least if it's someone that was already in the chat, but they said that woman came into the chat with, I have gotten a private investigator, I'll get in touch with JD. So somehow she got in touch with JD's mom, and JD now reached out to her. That's why you heard that she kept saying JD reached out to her. But she's not telling people that she went into that private chat telling them that she had already hired a private eye that cost $10,000. That's why they used to add PI to the end of her name. This Madam KB. So even if we want to look at it as, oh, she had an ulterior motive. And remember that Madam MIA now also, all of them are liars. Just know that. Madam MIA also came out and told us that this woman, when she decided, when she saw how this KB was going, she now told JD to connect the two of them so she can speak to this woman and try to assess her. And then when this woman now told her that she fancies JD, that Madam MIA should tell JD that she fancies him. So maybe she went and borrowed $10,000 to hire a private eye, and this thing, PI, a private investigator, because she fancied JD. She was already thinking of when they're going to be like Love in Tokyo. Sunita, Sonita, Son. Y'all remember that Indian movie? Sunita, Sonita, Sonita. What is it called? What is it? Yevadara? I forgot now. Let me not start speaking Indian now. Indian. This thing now. Anyways, but when you see these people, you just want to say, wow, the wow is wow, is wowing. And these ones are the ones that were now kind of, some of them, their names doesn't even come to eye, but you will see them bashing each other, shading each other online. So right now, seeing these two in court, we're waiting to see who and who goes to court next. Seriously. Because they're all good in shading themselves. Wendy said, it will be interesting how all the cases will turn out. No matter what, I pray it will be victorious for KO. Yes. These other people, if they all end up in jail, congratulations to all of them, including this Madam KB that a lot of people are now feeling sorry for because she's sounding, I'm on KO's side. I'm going to testify. And you want me to testify? I'm going to testify. You want me to turn over my old phone? I'm going to do that. Whatever she want me to do, I'm going to do it. Madam, rest in Jesus' name. We don't trust you. Bye. Evidence that you're supposed to turn over, you've not done that already. So tell us whatever you want to tell us. We don't believe you. So let us sit pretty, fingers crossed, and let's see. Because right now, Kim and Zoe, they're all talking in code. Most of the videos they're doing, they're just asking people to support them with a lawyer fee, because they are going to court. So probably it's also around the corner too. I don't know when is the date. I just know that Kim versus Cora will be August. JD versus Cora will be sometime in June, the hearing. But Kim versus Zoe, I don't know if their own too is June or somewhere, but I'm believing that within this June till that August or September, somewhere around there, would be their court situation. So we will see how that's going to turn out. That being said, thank you also very much for joining me on today's analysis. As more things are being revealed, we are going to be discussing them, throwing more light so people will understand. Because some persons now that will come across this Madam MIA's part 1 and part 2 of nonsense that she posted today will now be thinking that, oh, Koro Obidi's father, because that is their goal, that is their aim. Anything to make the Obidi's family look like terrible people, that's what they're going to do. You know, people that don't know and don't understand will think, oh, so Koro Obidi's father was beating her and this and that. Trust me, the woman that is also speaking, her own father was beating her too. It's normal. When you misbehave, you will receive a good knock on your head and you're going to have headache for 3 weeks. That's the normal thing. Is part of the African thing when the parents are raising the children. Now it's different, but in those days, people that were born in those days. Not Madam MIA that was born in the what 70s, a bit 60s. I don't know for her. She wants to tell us that her father did not grab that her ears, pull it very hard, and twist it. Calm down, man. Even our people from the Caribbean here confirm that their parents, whichever said they'll keep you under the sun. You'll be under the sun until you receive some sense. Ron M, that is Black American, said you can't even dare talk anyhow to your Black American mother. You will receive. So it is normal. So this woman just wants to paint Koro Obidi's father, so people will start dragging him. And anything that they would do to make JD look like the innocent one. But if we go and really look at JD's family too, maybe his father too was knocking his head, or his mother. Seriously. So let's not go and be throwing other people's parents under the bus when we know that these were things that were happening in those days. Even though now times have changed, people talk more with their mouth or don't do anything at all, and they can throw tantrum from today to tomorrow. In those days, you cannot be throwing useless tantrum. They're going to fix you. And all these things that you see some of these Caucasian people will be pretending. No, some of these Caucasian parents were disciplinarians. They used to discipline their children very well in those days, and they were not doing anything. It's just sometime later they started putting all these laws where you cannot speak to a child, you cannot this, you cannot that. But well, it was not always like that. So people should take several seats. Seriously, people should take several seats with the amount of nonsense that they are publishing. The man did what he thought was the right way of raising his children because he wanted them to become something in the society. And did they turn out to be something? Nancy got her degree. Cora also have her degree, but people see Cora as someone that didn't go to school because of the way JD painted her. He will never say that she's a graduate. Even when he came out to announce about this filing that he did, what did he say? Oh, now we're finally end the madness. So now I'm going to go back to my chiropractor, my educational content, and she will go back to probably shaking her nyash. He did not say that she also has a degree that she can go back and work in the banking sector and whatnot. You know, thank you so very much, Oyoyo's well. Thank you so very much. Thank you, ma'am. So he did not say that. So somebody that listens to JD all the time, and every time he speaks about her, that's what he says. He will always remind you that he's a chiropractor. He will go back to his chiropractor thing. He will do his educational content. He's got all these doctors and whatnot type of friends that are all in the medical lines and whatnot. He will never ever tell you that his ex-wife is someone that studied economics and she can go back to do something with that degree. But he wants to paint her to be this person that does not have sense. But yet, Cora has properties. Him, that he's from the US, he's got nothing. So the man did what the man did, and he raised his children. We just saw the daughter posting about the younger brother that just bagged another degree, and the other friend of theirs is there mocking and laughing at them. Even if it's the first degree that Cora's brother is bagging, so what? He just bagged a degree. That's the most important. Did he graduate or not? Did he walk across that stage in the university in Canada? That should be the bone of contention, and not this mockery and laughing of the father as if they lied The man is not even someone that is active on social media doing anything. Okay, he shows his face on his daughter's video because now he understands that this is what she does, this is where she earns from. But is there a reason why you have to make caricature on social media with the father? It is crazy, seriously. Wendy said, Papa Obidi is in perfect, is the perfect gentleman in comparison to LIA and JD's father. Hey, with you, Sir Awolowo don't collect. Sir Awolowo don't collect. You see, this is the problem. When you will not close your mouth and leave other people's parents alone, that's how they're gonna dig up your own too and roast them. This is it. Seriously, I wish we could be here talking more, but yeah, we've been here for 3 hours 20 minutes and it's 11:42, almost 12 midnight my time. I gotta go. Okay, time for me to go eat something in my stomach. I've been here talking with you people for 3 hours now. I'm hungry. But trust me, we will be here tomorrow morning, God willing. But we will try our best to come live tomorrow. I don't know what topic because these people, you don't know when they want to. Whenever their mouth just pushes them to say something, they start with their ridiculous stuff. So we will just wait and see how this plays out from now to tomorrow morning or to evening. We will see what's going to be up. But we have other contents. We have another very important situation that is going on with some young ladies that are missing, young vibrant ladies. One of them was even married. They went to visit this billionaire friend of theirs, of one of them, not both of them, and they never returned. And someone else that escaped from that person few months ago came out showing her scars and talked about how she was kidnapped, held at gunpoint, what the billionaire man does, and how she jumped over 4 fence. Her leg was torn open. She showed the scar. So it's an interesting story to cover. The husband of one of the missing ladies is still talking. The friend of the friend of the billionaire, because somehow in police custody they shot the guy dead. So we're covering that story already. We've done two live stream on that story also. So please, when we're live with that, you can join us also, because we have to follow that story and see, are they going to find those young ladies? Are they going to find them, dead or alive? So that's another very weird and complicated story. Oyoyo was said, long mouth laughing has no degree. Don't mind her. Somebody when of you even say an aesthetic, that one a person. E no get sense. E dey laugh another person, Papa. Seriously. Have a good night, sis. Blessings. Same to you. Blessings to you, Wendy. Blessings, Win. God bless you all. Thank you all so very much for joining. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Okay, subscribe. The goal is to get the channel to 3K in this June. We can do it. Double check if you've subscribed. If you have not subscribed, and turn on your notification. Okay, so we can get to 3K fast. That being said, Oyoyo's World also covered this story. She was live earlier today speaking about this. Check out that live stream. Okay, she was live, I think, a few hours before, about 1 hour or something before I came on live. So yes, check out. She also spoke about these chaos and the whole thing that is going on now. So catch up on that and subscribe to Yoyo's channel. Turn on your notification. Also, who else is here that is a content creator? Okay, I don't. No one else. Okay, so thank you very much, Wendy. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you very much, Oyoyo's World. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you so much, Longa Tendele. Longa, I don't know if you're a ma'am or a sir, but thank you so very much. Who else was here? Jessie Inez, thank you so very much, ma'am. Ron M, thank you very much, ma'am. Marilyn Guerra, thank you very much, ma'am. Sheba, thank you so very much, ma'am. Ron M, thank you so much, ma'am. Who else was here with us? I don't want to miss anyone else that dropped a comment before we go. So let's scroll all the way to the top. And mhm, mhm. Who else was here? I don't want to miss anyone else. Is that it? Okay. Wait. Okay. I think that's it. If I missed your name, I'm scrolling up and down. If I missed your name, I am sorry, but yeah, and all 34 persons here. Yeah, at some point we got to 50 something. So thank you so very much. I know some persons have left, but if you've ever stopped by my channel, I say thank you so very much. God bless you. May God prosper you. I do not take your time for granted. Thank you so very much. Blessings up for you. Good health, sound mind. May your going out and coming in be protected. Your family members, loved ones. I wish you all the good things you wish yourself. May all your secret prayers be answered. Blessings. God bless you. Thank you all so very much, my queens and kings. Thank you so very much. Keep standing by the truth. Keep saying the truth whenever you see it. Doesn't matter how people are going to look at you or perceive you, but just stay on the right path. Thank you all so very much. Blessings. Thank you so very much. Thank you all. And bye for now. I'll see you all tomorrow, being Sunday. So, yes, have a nice day. I'm out. Thank you all so very much. I wish I have to stay because we're still a lot of us here. There's so much to be discussed, but I've been here 3 hours. Omo, my stomach did do me gwang gwang gwang. Let me speak some pidgin for you people. I gotta go eat something. I've been talking for 3 hours. It is not easy, okay? Yeah, so thank you all so very much. Thank you, ma'am. Here you as well. Thank you. Okay, so off I go. Thank you all so very much. Bye. Good night from my side. Good afternoon to you all. And those of you that will be watching my replay, I know a lot of you watch the replay because I can see from the numbers. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to subscribe to on your notification. Okay, so one of these days you might just catch us when we are live. That being said, I want to say God bless you also, those of you that will be watching the replay that did not catch us live. God bless you. May God prosper you. Every good thing you wish yourself, I join my faith with yours, and may all your prayers come true. May God prosper you all. Thank you so very much, and bye. God bless you all.